Hey guys, it's me again, the Unique Goddess, coming back at you with another pick a card reading. So, the topic that I've chosen to go with for today is, what is your family's secret? All right, what secret is your family keeping from you? All right, so these are the three oracle decks that I will be using for each reading. But for the sake of the pile selection, I'll be using them to represent each pile. So pile 1, you'll be represented by the Under the Roses Oracle deck. Excuse my finger, you guys. I had an injury while doing some housework the other day. So just excuse the bandage. But yeah, for pile 1, if you resonate with this deck, Under the Roses, then you will choose pile 1. Okay. Pile 2 is the Kipper. So if you resonate with the Kipper for any reason, then you will be pile 2. And pile 3 is Oracle of Shadows and Light. If you resonate with this deck, then you are pile 3. Okay? Alright, so choose your piles, and I will be back with your individual readings. Alright, so for those of you who have chosen the Under the Roses Lenormand deck, then this will be your reading. Alright, so we're definitely going to start off with this deck first. And as I mentioned, today's topic is, what is your family's secret? So we're definitely going to be shuffling the cards right now, asking this question to the cards. Please let us know, Spirit, with these cards, what is pile 1's family's secret? In other words, what secret is pile 1's family keeping from them? Please let us know with these cards, Spirit. Thank you. What is pile 1's family's secret? All right. All right, so we got the lady. All right. So this could represent you, or definitely someone significant in your family, okay? But usually it represents the individual that's being read for, okay? So you may have, darker complexion, dark eyes, dark hair. You may be an earth sign, but you don't have to be, for sure. You don't have to be. Let's see if we can find some more information here. So what secret is your family keeping from you, pile 1? We have here the Rider. Okay, so the Rider represents news coming into you. It represents messages coming in, and usually they're coming in quickly. All right, definitely when I see these two cards together, I tend to see that, someone is interested in you, and someone wants to contact you. Okay, so definitely this is a family member, because this is a family reading. We're asking, what is your family's secret, right? So okay, if this is not you, there is definitely a lady here. All right, let's see if we could get one more card here for pile 1's family's secret. Okay, let's see if we can get one. What is pile 1's family's secret? Okay. The Anchor. So I just feel like the Anchor represents loyalty, stability. Someone Someone is missing you, okay? Maybe you're far away from your family. Okay, this could be, I just feel like someone in your family wants to contact you, okay? They're thinking of you, and maybe you haven't spoken to them in a while, and they just want to let you know that, you know, they'll always love you, they'll always be there whenever you need them, you know? We're going to get some clarification going, okay? Alright, so we're going to use this tarot deck here. Alright, so Spirit, with these cards, please clarify this Lady card when it comes to what is Palawan's family's secret. What does the Lady card represent? When it comes to what is Palawan's family's secret. Alright, so we've got Strength. Alright, so this kind of supports this idea that I mentioned about, you know, someone being loyal, you know, someone standing by you through thick and thin, okay? Alright, so to clarify the Lady, we have Strength and we have Four of Swords. So again, you know, what I'm getting from the Strength card here first is that, you know, again, there's someone in your family that loves you and stands by you through thick and thin. And I'm sensing that you haven't always had the best relationship with this person. I feel like there have times where you guys have gotten into explosive arguments, okay? Maybe on your end, okay? Or maybe from your end. But this person has stood by you through thick and thin, and they've remained loyal, okay? And again, with this eternity symbol, I don't know if you guys can see it up above her head. This person is always going to love this animal, this beast. They're always going to love them unconditionally forever. Infinity. And now this beast has been tamed. This beast has gotten so used to this human now that it's tamed. You know? It doesn't see her as a threat anymore. So, I don't know, like, for some reason I'm getting a sense maybe you were adopted. Okay, maybe you were adopted. And I don't know, maybe you had your issues from being, you know, from being adopted. You had your own issues, but your adopted parent stood by you and understood. With this Four of Swords, and they were patient with you. And I feel like perhaps you don't, you know, maybe you're not at home anymore. And maybe there's a rift between you guys. Maybe you don't speak. But this person definitely wants to reach out to you with the Rider card here. They want to communicate with you, send you a message, send you a letter, whatever the case is. And they're very eager about it. They want to do it very quickly. With the Four of Swords, the Four of Swords represents a period of rest, recuperation, you know. It could be a time of, you know, illness for some people because, you know, rest and recuperation. But this could also just represent, like, you know, you guys are not speaking right now. You guys are kind of like on a break. You guys need to recuperate from some kind of argument that you guys may have gotten into, like I said before. Okay? Five of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, so this is someone who is in regret, remorse. This is someone, crying over, usually over the end, the end of a relationship, crying over loss, you know. So this is definitely this person here. So there's someone in your family who they miss you, okay? Let's find out more. Spirit, please give us some clarification. Oopsie. Yeah, it's like this person here with the Rider card, they want to reach out to you, but they're afraid to. They wanna travel towards you, but they're afraid to. And with the Chariot in the reverse, it's like they're confused, they're stuck, they're just not in a position to make any moves right now, but they want to, but they're afraid. So again, like, this person definitely wants to communicate with you. They want to reach out to you. They even want to travel towards you, maybe pay you a visit, but they are afraid, okay? They're thinking, second guessing themselves, you know? But yeah, they want to. Definitely they want to, but then we have the Chariot in the reverse. They're feeling stuck, okay? They may not be in a position to travel at the moment, okay, for whatever reason. It could be all in their head, their own mind, their own thoughts that are restricting and holding them back. But they're feeling stuck, they're feeling confused, they're feeling afraid, to make that move. Okay? We have Ace of Wands. Okay? This person wants a passionate new beginning. Okay? And again, with the Ace of Wands, I get a sense that this person, they might just show up spontaneously one day, or you might just hear from them spontaneously one day. This is a very spontaneous energy. Yeah, so you might just hear from this person. I see a lot of bandages here, and I see they definitely want to repair things, okay? They want change, and they want something new, okay? Yeah, exactly. A new beginning in this connection. Look, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Definitely they want a new beginning. They want to turn over a new leaf from you. They want forgiveness and reconciliation, okay? King of Pentacles. This could be a male. This could be a male family member. Could be earth sign, which is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Yeah. So it could be your father, So let's get some more information here. So please clarify this Anchor card. When it comes to what is Palwen's family's secret, what does this Anchor card represent for us? Please give us the clarification. Thank you. We've got Eight of Pentacles. So this person is definitely, they're working on something. They're working on something slowly but surely. They're working on something that's going to benefit them for the future. They're possibly working and saving money. That's possibly what they're doing. Or they could be in school taking, a course that's going to benefit them for the future. But I just feel like they're working on their stability, this person here. Thinking very much about their future, They may be a King of Pentacles, just someone who just values material wealth. So they're working on that. I just feel like this person's working and saving. And then the Hanged Man, exactly, with the Anchor card here. They're not really doing anything. They're not really doing anything else but that, really, Just working, saving, possibly learning, this person's a simple individual. They're a simple person, right? They don't want much from life. They could be an older person. They could be like, maybe retired, maybe, Or another thing that I'm getting here with the Eight of Pentacles here is perhaps they want you to work and save. And they're saying, you know, with the Hanged Man energy, they're saying, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here. I just want you to work and save, work on your career, go to school, whatever. Just think about your future. Okay? Because this person is very much, like I said, if they're an earth sign, they value material wealth and they value stability. This is a person who thinks about the future and they care about your future. I'm getting father energy. Okay, we have the sun at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, so yes, this could be very much father energy here, and you could be their son. Okay, if you're a male watching, this could be a father's son. It could even be a father-daughter, you know, because we do have the lady there. Yeah, this person just wants the best for you. Okay, they want all your wishes to come true. They want you to be prosperous. They want you to be happy and healthy. And yeah, they do want to communicate with you. I feel like this person has very fond memories of you, like of you as a child. Like they remember you being a very bright, creative, communicative child. Yeah. And yeah, they do want to work on the connection with you. They do want to reach out to you and communicate with you, you know. So let's get more into the other oracle decks to find out more. Owls is at the bottom of the deck. So maybe this is your parents. Maybe it's a father, a mother. All right. So the other oracle deck is definitely the Kipper. All right. All right. So Spirit, with these cards, please let us know. Okay, I'm not going to take that. With these cards, please let us know, what is Pal One's family's secret? We've got despair. All right, despair. So, you know, I'm just feeling like this person may be in despair without you. Okay, this person may be in despair. Maybe not financially. Maybe they're not in financial despair, but maybe they just feel really down and out without you. Okay, just maybe they're missing you. Okay? Please give us more information. What is Pal One's family's secret? Hold on, let me just organize these cards a little bit better. Okay, I'm just going to put these like that. Okay. So what is Pal One's family's secret? Please give us more information. Concern. Yeah, definitely someone's concerned about you. They're worried about you. I feel like this person wants to contact you. Lovers. One moment, please. All right, so definitely with the lovers, I see someone who, you know, finds it hard to let you go. It doesn't have to be romantic, because as I mentioned, this is definitely about a family reading. So this is not about romantic love, but this is showing that this person loves you and they will always love you. Okay? It's set in stone practically. They will always love you. But I feel like there's a period of separation between you guys. and they're really concerned about you. I feel like you haven't spoken to this person in a while. I believe you're giving this person the cold shoulder and the silent treatment, and I feel like maybe it's racking their brains. I'm also getting a slight hint of maybe a health concern, but look, coffin. Okay, so this person, they're worried that they may never see you again or speak to you again. Okay, they're worried that this could be the ending between you guys. And also, there is a secret that they do have. There is some kind of secret that they do have. Let's get into the clarification, all right? All right, so Spirit, we've got King of Wands. Okay, I'm going to put that in for now, okay? But Spirit, please let us know when it comes to what is Palwan's family's secret. What does this despair card represent? When it comes to what is Palwan's family's secret? Ten of Swords. All right. So someone feels like they've hit rock bottom. Someone feels like this is the end. It can't get any worse than this. You know, someone feels like they might as well just die. Like I literally heard that phrase. You know? They're really going through some form of hardship here. I really don't think it's financial hardship. Could be emotional. This person really thinks a lot. They overthink. And that's why they're stuck really right now. They're stuck in their head thinking how bad things are and how, you know, they're just thinking the worst of every situation. They're afraid that this is like the complete ending in the relationship between you and them, okay? The Emperor, exactly. This is like a father, okay? This is like definitely a father or a father figure coming through, okay? And I'm just getting the sense that maybe you ran away from this person. Because maybe you felt that they were too controlling. I mean, look at him. The Emperor is very strong. He rules with an iron fist. He keeps his family in line. I mean, definitely he's doing it with the right intentions, you know, at heart. Like, he doesn't mean wrong. He's trying to protect his kids and everything like that. You know, he was the provider. But maybe you saw things differently growing up. Maybe you felt that he was too firm. Maybe you felt that he was too strict, too controlling. Maybe you felt his guidance was just too strong. Maybe you felt his love was too tough. Okay? Maybe you felt, you know, all those times where he sacrificed and took extra hours at work to try to give you guys a better situation. Maybe you felt that he was, you know, neglecting the family at times, you know? So this is definitely a father or a father figure coming through here. And, you know, he's not a bad person. The Emperor in the upright definitely is not a bad person at all. But, you know, everyone has their different perspectives. Look, I just feel like this person sacrificed a lot. Ten of Wands. They sacrificed a lot for their family. Knight of Swords. They worked hard. They were determined and motivated. They worked hard, you know, and sacrificed a lot for their family. And it just kind of breaks their heart to see that you walked away and you turn your back, you know? Justice, exactly. This person wants to balance out the scales. They want justice in this situation, you know? Because when it comes to wanting justice, meaning that this person feels like they did so much for their family. You know, this father, as we saw the 10 of Wands there, the burden of him having to carry those 10 heavy logs, trek all the way up that mountain, up that hill with those 10 heavy wands. It was a burden, but he did it. He was determined and motivated and very one-track minded because he was doing it for the sake of his family here. And in return, he feels like he feels like both of his kids have turned their backs on him. And he just wants justice because he feels slightly cheated, you know? He wants what's fair, fairness, you know? And with the Queen of Swords coming up in the upright, you know, again, you could be giving this person, the father here, whether he be biological or non-biological, it seems like you're giving him the cold shoulder. It seems like to him you may be coming off as argumentative, you know, every time he tries to speak to you. So he's afraid, he's definitely afraid to approach you because you always seem to have your guard up. And you see how he's fully guarded, you know, he's definitely afraid. But he knows what he's dealing with, so he's definitely guarded, you know. Please give us some clarification for this concern card. Ace of Wands. They hope you're doing well. They hope you found some kind of new opportunity, some kind of new way of life. They hope you found a new passion. Or they hope you get a new passion, a new opportunity. But they hope you're doing well for sure. They hope you're growing, healing. They hope you're healing for sure. Please tell us more about this concerned card. The Lovers. I feel like this person may be wondering if you got married, or they're just wondering about your relationship status. Like, you know, are you married? Are you happily married? You know, did you make the right decision? Do you make the right decisions in life? This person's genuinely concerned about your life. Wondering, have you found love? And if so, are you happy? Look, King of Cups, right? This person definitely is an older man and they love you for sure. They may have white hair or maybe brown hair. Page of Pentacles. This is definitely a card of healing. They hope that you're saving your money, okay? They hope that you're working, saving your money, doing good in school, whatever the case may be. But they hope that you're growing up well. They're really concerned about that. So I'm just feeling a sense of this is a father who's been absent in your life for some time. They want to reach out to you, but they're afraid. They're very afraid because I feel like maybe they have tried to in the past. They've tried to communicate with you, but you were very argumentative, very defensive. And maybe it caused him to run away. But now it's like this person thinks about it all the time. It's like they want to come back and reconcile and start a new relationship with you. They want to make sure you're growing up properly. I'm not sure what your age group is. You could be, you know, a young woman. You know? And again, King of Wands. So we see a lot of kings coming up. We saw King of Wands, King of Cups. You know, King of Pentacles. Okay, so let's clarify this Lovers card. When it comes to what is Pile One's family's secret? Another thing I'm thinking here for you guys, Pile One, you could be biracial, okay? And, maybe you live on one side of your family and you don't really communicate with your paternal side. Okay? And of course, there's anger and resentment on your side towards your father. Okay? Or father figure. Okay? And there was a question of paternity. That could be a reason why he was kind of absent before. I'm not sure. There was a moment of a question of paternity for sure. And there is a sense of, from you, there's a sense of you feeling like you don't belong. Okay? Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay? So, this person who is coming through as a father or a father figure, this person loves you no matter what. They'll always love you, but they see you as a Queen of Cups in the reverse. And a Queen of Cups in the reverse is a very emotionally immature woman, okay? She is not emotionally intelligent. She doesn't know how to regulate her emotions. She experiences imbalances, okay, when it comes to her emotions. And she experiences moments where, she's really high up and other moments where she's down low. So maybe some bipolar issues going on or just some hormonal imbalances. This is how he views you, okay? He just thinks maybe emotionally you need to really find some balance and some healing, okay? Seven of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So please give us some more clarification for this Lovers card when it comes to what is Pal One's family's secret. Please give us some clarification for the Lovers card. What does this Lovers card represent when it comes to what is Pal One's family's secret? Okay, so yeah, Nine of Cups. So this, yeah, your father definitely, or your father figure, this person wants the best for you. They hope that everything works out for you. They hope your wishes come true. They have very, very fond feelings towards you as well. Like, they love you. But they feel like, you haven't found your emotional fulfillment yet. Your true emotional fulfillment. You haven't found it yet. And they hope that you do. They hope that you work on yourself and enjoy yourself in life. Celebrate. Be happy. Knight of Wands. I feel like they hope that you find your knight in shining armor. I hope that you find they hope that you find someone that comes and sweeps you off your feet and saves the day for you. They hope that you find your prince. If not, then I feel like they're saying that it would be them to come in and rescue you and save you and change your life, etc. Yeah, King of Wands and the Fool. So yeah, they do hope that you find your Knight of Wands, and they hope that this person is someone kind of like them. Maybe a younger version of them to come in and save you, rescue you, sweep you off your feet, be your knight in shining armor. That's what they wish for you. Yeah, so this person wishes for you to find true love. They want what's best for you. They hope that your wishes and dreams come true. But they feel sad that, that they haven't gotten the chance to communicate with you, and they feel like they don't know if you'll They don't know if you'll ever speak to them again, or whatever the case may be. They're in despair over that, and very, very concerned about your life, about how your life is going, you know? All right, and let's get into the final deck that we're using for this reading, pile 1. Again, we are looking into what are your family's secrets. So with these cards, Spirit, please let us know what are pile 1's family's secrets. Okay, we have faceless ghosts and the haunted girl. Ghost people. So yes, exactly. Like, definitely there is at least one person that we saw here from these cards. There's at least one person who I feel you've ghosted this person. I feel like you ghosted this person, or maybe you ghosted them as a reaction of you feeling ghosted by them. Because as I feel like this is an absentee father who you feel that this father wasn't around enough in your life growing up. That's what I feel. This is a father who you feel he wasn't around enough in your life, and so now you're somewhat grown. I'm not really sure your age. You could be late teens, maybe you're in your 20s, but you're kind of off on your own, and you're experiencing life on your own. And your father, whom you haven't spoken to in a long time, is somewhere in the world. He's concerned about you. He wants to connect with you, but he's afraid of connecting with you because he's afraid of the attitude that he's going to get from you, okay? Because I feel like you have cussed him out before, okay? So yeah, like I feel like, you've ghosted him. He probably ghosted you first, and now you're ghosting him. But yeah, it's like they or he, whatever, want to reach out to you. And by this card, it says, and the haunted girl. I feel like there's a part of you as well, like you think about them too. You think about your father and his side of the family as well too. You may have siblings on your father's side, perhaps, right? So I feel like you think about them too. I feel like you're haunted by the memory of them as well too. Maybe they do try to reach out to you a lot. And maybe you do try to reach out to them a lot, maybe they try to reach out to you a lot, and although you're ghosting them, like they haunt you. I feel like they try to contact you and you just kind of block them out a bit, but I also feel like you are also feeling perhaps guilty, perhaps you're reminiscing sometimes, but yeah, you've ghosted your dad and perhaps his side of the family here, okay? Please give us more information, Spirit. What are pile 1's family's secrets? What are pile 1's family's secrets? All right. So we've got Eclipse Mermaid, a powerful energy shift. Okay? So definitely your father here, he's not doing much. Because one thing I know about this card here, if I remember correctly, is I feel, if I remember correctly, I feel like whenever there's an eclipse in the sky, I mean, the currents, the waves and the currents of the oceans are definitely very powerful. And so during this time of, these powerful currents in the ocean and the waves being tossed and tussled around, the best thing to do is just be still, not go against the waves or the current. Just be still and let them carry you, and have faith and trust in the process. And that's what I'm seeing here, is that, your father may be in a position where they couldn't do much at the time. They felt like they couldn't do much because there was so much going on. And also, I'm getting a sense that when you argue with them, I feel like you argue with them a lot. I feel like you're a very emotional person, and you kind of spill your emotions onto this person, onto your father or your father figure, whoever this person is. I feel like you dump your emotions on them, or that's what they're feeling. And during those times when that's happening, they can't do much. They just sit there, they take it, they listen, and they hope that you get over it soon. But there's not much that they feel that they can do or that they could have done, but just sit there and just take it and just wait for it to be over. We have the 3 fates, what comes around, and we know the rest. What comes around goes around. So there's a sense of karma here, okay? Okay, so I'm getting a sense that this person here, perhaps the reason why they want to reach out to you so much is because maybe they faced their karma. They have faced their karma. They have faced wrath from up above. Okay? And they couldn't do much about it but sit there and take it. They definitely, and I feel like a lot of this karma, it was catapulted from you. Definitely, I feel like you cussed this person out at least once, maybe more than once. I feel like you cussed this person out a lot, and you expressed to them how unhappy you were, how angry you were, how disappointed you were in them for not being there for you in your life when you were a kid. Like, you feel like this person was not around enough in your life. This is an absentee father. And I feel like you told them a lot of things that caused them to kind of have a shift, okay, in their thinking, okay? Because I feel like on their end, I feel like they felt like they were doing their best. They possibly they made a lot of sacrifices. They possibly sacrificed, like I said, they possibly chose to go to work. They possibly chose a career. It could have been out of state, maybe in another city, where they chose to pursue a career perhaps in another city, and they said, okay, you know what, I'm doing this, I'm sending my family money back home, I'm sending money to my kids, it's all good, I'm doing this for their future, for their career. They're gonna thank me when they get older, right? So from your perspective, it seems like the plan was perfect. Okay? You're working hard as a father, and you're sending your kids money. You're being the provider. They have a stable upbringing. They have money. They're never in need of anything. You feel like you're doing your best. But from the kids' perspective, of not seeing their father, of having their father not be there, they don't really care about the money. They don't care about those things as a child. They care about love, and they care about their father being there to support them in their football games, soccer games, to see them in school, graduations, prom, to see them walk down the aisle. That's what kids care about. Okay? Kids don't really care about, oh, my dad sends me money, Maybe they'll care about that later on in their life, but not really so much. So from the kids' perspective, it's like, you weren't there, okay? That's all I see, is that you're not there. And so this person, like, you have shifted this person's perspective, okay? A powerful energy shift. And they've learned karma. They faced their karma. And that's a big reason of why they want to contact you. That's a big reason of why they want to contact you. They face their karma. Whatever they sacrificed you for, like the example I mentioned earlier, I said they could have chosen a job. Instead of being with their family, they chose a job, and they did that with good intentions. Okay, this was a good paying job, and they had it all figured out. As a young man, they're like, okay, I'm going to choose this job. It's a good paying job. I'm choosing this job because I want to support my family financially. So I'm going to choose this job even though this job takes me away from my family. But I'm going to choose this job because it gives me the money to be able to support my family. And I'll send them the money and they won't ever have to ask for anything. Right? You felt like you had it all figured out in your life. Sorry, the father. The father had it. They felt they had it all figured out, but really, all that didn't matter to you. What mattered to you was them being there. What mattered to you was them giving you their time and their energy and their effort. And I felt like, as I was saying earlier with the karma thing, if it was a job, like let's say they chose the job over being there for their family, I feel like maybe the karma could have been that they lost that job or they lost something. I don't know, but they're facing karma, okay? And now they're seeing things differently. They're seeing things more from your perspective. They're realizing that they made the wrong choice, that they possibly they possibly could have chosen to be there for their kids and for their family. And that would have given you guys a better relationship now as adults. But they chose something else. And, it didn't make the kids happy. It didn't make you happy. Okay? Angel of Time, working too hard. Oh my God, exactly. Yes, like this person chose their job or something, right? They chose like their job over their family, over their kids. And they thought that they were doing the right thing, but look at her expression. That's your expression. You're like, Dad, I'm not impressed, okay? You sending me money or you sending Mom money so that she can buy me things or whatever. That's great, thank you. But it's not everything. I need more from a father. I need my father to be there for my school graduations. I need my father's advice. I need my father to be there for when I go on my first date or when I go for my prom. You know what I mean? That's what I feel. Like this person was working too hard and that's what they sacrificed. Instead of being there for their family, they chose work. It says guidance, but where will it lead you? Yeah. So it's like, this person, your father now, wants to come in and wants to be the father, but it's like, so yeah, I'm getting the picture a lot clearly now, So you're mad at your dad and, you haven't spoken to him in however long. And, he is where he is right now. Not sure where he is around the world. I'm not sure if you guys live in the same city, the same state. You guys may live far away from each other, but wherever he is, he's apart from you and he's in despair. Right? Very concerned about your life and how you're doing. He wishes the best for you. He wants you to know that he will always love you. His love is unconditional. He wants to reach out to you, but he's afraid. Because you've cussed him out before, for sure. And you've told him about himself. And you've caused an energy shift in him. He now realizes where he went wrong. He now realizes that he definitely made the wrong decision to choose work over building a strong relationship with his kids, i.e. you. Okay? So let's get some clarification from the tarot here. All right? So when it comes to what is Palwan's family's secret, please clarify this faceless ghosts and the haunted girl card. What does this card represent in this reading for us? Yep, the King of Pentacles. Okay, this is someone who very focuses on material wealth and focuses on money. Okay? This King of Pentacles, that's your dad. He chose He chose wealth, money, finances, stability. He chose all of that. And he thought he was choosing it for his family, but it ended up that he chose that over his family. Do you know what I mean? He didn't mean to. That was not his endeavor, but it ended up happening that way because he's just too ambitious. Look, see? 10 of Wands. He sacrificed. He worked hard. And he thought he was doing this for the betterment of his family. You know what I mean? But in actuality, it backfired, okay? Because his kids grew up never having to see him a lot, never building, you know, a strong bond or a connection with him. All right? Please clarify this Eclipse Mermaid card when it comes to what is Pal 1's family's secret. Yep, this Knight of Cups. He wants to come in and he wants to reconcile because he knows where he went wrong. He knows that he went wrong. Even though, like, he knows why he did it. He didn't mean to. He did not mean to abandon his family for his career, for money. He thought he was doing it for his family. You know? And it's sad that, you know, a lot of men, that's what happens. A lot of men lose their way to money, you know, to the pursuit of money and to the pursuit of providing. They lose their romantic side, for instance, with their wives, and they lose their you know, fun-loving, nurturing side with their kids. They lose that because they sacrifice it. They put all of their energy into being the provider. So now your father knows where he went wrong, and he wants to reconcile. You know, he wants to turn over a new leaf. Okay. He might do it spontaneously. Okay. And please clarify this Three of Fates card. What goes around. Okay, we have Page of Cups and the Sun. This one also came out. Definitely they want to come in and reconcile, you know. And also this person may have 3 children. Okay, so you may have 2 other siblings, right? This one could be you, okay? This one here, this is the problem child. This one could be you, but yeah, this could be signifying, you know, 3 children here. And they all have different relationships with each child. They all see their children under each different... They all see different talents and different perspectives from each child. But they do want to come in. They want to reconcile. They want honest communication with you. Again, yes, King of Cups. This person misses you. They think about you a lot. And they view you as a Queen of Wands, someone who's very spunky, you know, spontaneous, energetic, very capable, you know. Also, you know, you may be very beautiful to this person. You may be a Leo. Okay. All right, so bottom of the deck is Page of Wands. So this, yeah, your father here definitely wants to communicate with you, definitely wants to reach out to you, definitely wants to reconcile with you. And perhaps your other siblings too, okay? There may be 3 of you in total. All right, but yeah, your family secret, Pal 1, is your estranged father. You may not have spoken to him in years. You may not have seen or spoken to him in years, okay? You may have just cut him off and you may feel like, you know, he's dead to me. But wherever he is, he's thinking about you. He misses you. He wants to reach out to you. He wants to reconcile. and he realizes where he went wrong in the connection. He made the wrong choice. He chose work, career, and money over his family. Okay, and I hope you understand that he didn't mean to. That was not his objective. His objective was that he wanted to be a provider to his family, to all of his kids. And in order to do that, he needed to have a good job. And it just so happened that one came up. He's like, I'm going to take it. I need this. I need, as long as I'm able to provide for my family and send them money or whatever, I got them. They're good. They're going to respect me when they grow up. They're going to thank me later on in life. Well, it seems like you could be his only daughter. Okay. He may have 3 kids. You could be his only daughter. He definitely has a son. Okay. But you could be his only daughter. All right. But if either way, I feel like maybe you're the only one that's really, really mad at him. But either way, he definitely wants to reach out to you. He wants to reconcile with you. He feels bad for his decision, and he wishes the best for you. If he never sees you again, if he never gets to see or talk to you again, he wishes the best for you. But yeah, he just really wants to come back into your life, but he's afraid. He's afraid of you. He's afraid of the attitude and the reaction that you might give to him. All right? So I'm going to wrap up this reading here for you right here, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to give the video a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so by, clicking the bell notification and selecting all, so that you will be notified each and every time I post a new reading. Okay, so I hope to see you on my next reading, you guys. In the meantime, have yourselves a very blessed and beautiful day, and I'll see you when I see ya. Alright, so for those of you who have chosen Pile 2 and the Kipper deck, then this will be your reading. And for some reason I can't find my bell right now, so I'm just going to go without it, okay? So let's get into your reading. I'm just going to put this here. Let's start with the first oracle deck that I've chosen for this pile, okay, which is Under the Roses, okay? So just as a reminder, the topic that we are choosing to go with today is, what is your family's secrets? So using these cards, Spirit, please let us know, what is Pile 2's family's secret? Or what is Pile 2's family keeping from them? Please let us know with these cards, Spirit. Thank you. What is Pile 2's family's secrets? I think I'm going to get back into pre-shuffling the cards, because I remember the reason why I started doing that in the first place is because, shuffling is a little bit time consuming, as you can see. So it's just better if we, pre-shuffle the cards and get the reading going right off the bat. But anyways, we're doing a live shuffle, so we got to be patient. So Spirit, with these cards, please let us know. Please select for us the card that lets us know. All right, there we go. So we got 2 cards that came out here. So this is the Child, okay? And, sorry. The Child card represents things that are new. They represent things that are small, things that are young. And they also represent, spring, or things happening kind of spontaneously, but they're also things that you plan for, things that you expect, right? But sometimes, again, even though you're expecting something, for example, spring, you're expecting spring to come, sometimes it just happens so spontaneously. You might wake up the next day and you see all these flowers outside, you know. So it's spontaneity, it's newness, freshness. It represents spring. Could represent a literal child, or young. It could represent naivety, you know, innocence. All right. And then we have tree. Okay. So in this deck, the tree usually symbolizes, it could symbolize family, but it also could symbolize health problems. So yeah, the tree could sometimes symbolize health problems, and I feel like those can be health problems that are passed down through the family. Okay. I'm also getting a sense of isolation and sadness from this card, but the isolation and sadness is temporary. It's not permanent at all. This card could also symbolize abundance and fertility as well. So, with that being said, I'm going to use the tarot card to get further clarification as to what both of these cards are signifying. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the lilies. Okay, so the lilies, you know, signifies oh, I took off my bandage, by the way, you guys, in case you guys noticed. But yeah, the lilies signifies, you know, showing your appreciation for someone. It could also signify, you know, if this card signifies, you know, bad health, this one could also signify, you know, like when you send someone flowers to wish them well. It's that kind of thing, you know. So maybe there is a family member here who is, you know, not feeling so well. But I don't want to speculate anything. I'm going to use the tarot so that we can get further clarification, okay? So let me just get my tarot deck here. I'm going to use this one here. This is called the Witch's Tarot, so I'm going to use that one. Hold on. Just do a light shuffle first. All right. So, Spirit, please clarify the meanings of these cards here to give us a better indication of what we're dealing with here. So the topic is, what is Paltu's family's secret? Okay. So we've got karma. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. We all know what karma is. Karma is, you know, basically what goes around comes around, okay? It's the law of retribution, okay? This is actually the judgment in the traditional tarot deck. So with the karma upright, I feel like somebody's definitely facing karma right now. But for the same token, there's somebody else who's rejoicing because it's like they're receiving justice, okay? So it's almost like someone did you wrong, okay? And you're realizing that this person is receiving karma, so it's like you're rejoicing because you know that you've been given karmic justice or universal justice, okay? So it's a very positive card. We got Ace of Pentacles, which speaks of a new opportunity. It could be a new opportunity for wealth, prosperity, such as a new job or a new business. The Ace of Pentacles could also speak of, you know, commitments, okay? It could speak of long-term commitments. So the Ace of Pentacles could sometimes stand for a proposal, perhaps. But unless you see it from other cards, it doesn't have to speak of a proposal. It could just mean a new opportunity, an opportunity to bring in wealth, to bring in prosperity, and to bring in some form of permanence. Long-term permanence is what I'm sensing, okay? And then again, we got the the 8 of Pentacles. So this looks to me here, I'm gonna try again, but this looks to me as if, you know, justice is served for someone here, okay? Justice is served because a new opportunity is coming in to them. This could be an opportunity for them to gain a great deal of wealth and a great deal of money, okay? And 8 of Pentacles is something that they definitely have to work for. So I feel like this is like a new job coming in for someone, okay? This is a new job, something that they have to work for that's going to benefit them for the future. But it's justice because perhaps this person was blocked off from this opportunity, or perhaps something stood in their way of them getting this opportunity. Whatever it is, it's no longer there. The obstacle has been removed. So now a great new opportunity is coming in, okay? Look, nine of Swords suggests that, you know, perhaps you were worried. Perhaps you were very, very worried, overthinking, sleepless nights, stressed, you know, about this situation here. But there's no need to worry now because justice has been served. This person, whoever did anything to hurt you or block you from this opportunity, they're receiving karma, okay? So I believe that that's a side note. I believe that that's a side note for someone who's watching this reading right now, okay? I feel like this is a side note. Just rest assured that, you know, if you've been out of a job, for instance, for a long time, and you've been stressing and you've been overthinking and worrying, you know, perhaps you've had suspicions that, you know, someone was working baneful magic to prevent you from getting a new job or this new opportunity, whatever it is. And yeah, maybe you suspected someone was working baneful magic. Well, it's time for you to rest assured that whoever you suspected, they're receiving their karma, which means that you're receiving your justice, okay? So, yep, rest assured, all right? So, let me continue on here. I think that was a side note for someone. Let me just continue on with the question. It might have something to do with the reading, but I'm sensing that it doesn't. I think that was a side note, okay? So, Spirit, please clarify these cards here. Please clarify this child card when it comes to what is Paltu's family's secret, or what is Paltu's family keeping from them, okay? So we have the 7 of Swords, okay? And the 7 of Swords often signifies that there's some form of underhanded activity going on in the background that you may or may not be aware of. Okay, so there may be some form of deception, some kind of sneakiness. Okay, there could be theft, there could be some kind of lies going on, but there's something underhanded going on in the background when you see this card. Okay, and then we've got Temperance. Okay, so Temperance is about healing, okay? Temperance is about balance, okay? It could be about forgiveness as well. I see the rainbow there. Temperance is about overcoming obstacles, overcoming, you know, terrible things. It's definitely about healing. It's about balance. And it's about, you know, two opposites coming together and creating something beautiful, okay? So what I get from these two cards put together is that there's somebody in your life. This could be you or this could be someone else, but there's somebody who needs forgiveness. Okay, perhaps they need forgiveness, or they have been granted forgiveness. Okay, this is someone who has kind of changed their ways. Like, this is someone who kind of had like a negative past. They were involved in something in their past. And whatever it is, it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but this is almost saying that this person, okay, this person, whoever this person is, they may have been involved in some sneaky, shady things in the past, but they have grown, they have learned, they probably received forgiveness from the universe for their past actions. Now, that doesn't change who they were in the past, but it's like they've added new elements to their personality that kind of overshadows this negative past. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but I hope you get it, okay? So what I'm seeing here for this child card here, because we are definitely clarifying that card, I'm seeing that there's a person here that's been giving kind of like a new lease on life is what I'm getting here with this Temperance card, okay? Because they used to be like, I don't want to say a terrible person, but, you know, with the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords is definitely a card of conflict, mental conflict, but it could also involve sneakiness, lies. It could involve theft, just some kind of underhanded behavior, okay? But it's like this person's been given a new lease on life. You see the rainbow there, and the rainbow often represents forgiveness. It represents a new day. It represents change, positive change coming. So I just feel like there was somebody who had like a terrible past. They probably used to do some things in their past. They were probably a pathological liar. They could have been a thief. Or they could have just been somebody who caused a lot of conflict wherever they went. This could have been a fake person, like a wolf in sheep's clothing type of person that had, you know, they were just sneaky. Let's just put it that way. But I see here with this Temperance card, they've changed, they've evolved, okay? So that could be what this card signifies. It could signify somebody getting a new lease on life. Like this card, the Child card, could symbolize growth, regrowth. You know, bottom of the card is Two of Swords. Sorry, bottom of the deck is Two of Swords. Let's see if we can get more clarification here. All right, so can you please give us more clarification for the Child card when it comes to what are Paltu's family's secrets? Please clarify what this Child card represents to this reading. Thank you. All right, so these two seems like they wanted to come out. This is the High Priestess. Again, the High Priestess is another card that speaks of secrets, okay? Secrecy, okay? And then we have King of Wands. So this could be very much a male, okay? This is a male person here who definitely, you know, they used to be involved in some terrible things, but now it's like they've changed. And when I see these two cards coming out, ask me what type of terrible things were they involved in. I believe it's magic things, okay? This is a card that could signify the occult, okay? This is a card with him being the King of Wands. If you want to take wands literally, this could be a magic practicer. This could be someone who knows about the occult and he practices magic, okay? Now, with this card coming up, this person could have practiced some baneful magic in the past, okay? They could have practiced some baneful magic in the past, but with this Temperance card coming out, this person may have changed, okay? They may have changed. They may have evolved, and maybe they went through a period where they repented and needed forgiveness, and so they were granted forgiveness by the temperance angel, and now they have a new day. Now there's a new day ahead of them, which is, you know, the child card could definitely represent that. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so they've experienced a period of regrowth or rebirth here. This person, they used to be an evil magician. That's what I'm thinking here. And now they've changed. They're still a magician, but it just seems like now maybe they're using their powers for good. Because the King of Wands in the upright is not a bad person at all. Okay? Not a bad person. Very fun-loving, attractive. Not just physically attractive, but, you know, just attractive, leader, you know. Not a bad person in the upright. All right, so let's get into the other card here. So when it comes to what are Pile 2's family's secrets, can you please clarify the tree card? What does this tree card represent when it comes to what are Pile 2's family's secrets? What does this tree card represent? What does this have to do with Pile 2's family's secret? This one came out. We got 10 of Wands, which represents burden. Because I did say that the tree card could represent, you know, it could represent an illness, you know, like an illness being that could be passed down through the family, you know, like certain ailments such as, you know, diabetes or certain cancers, you know, things like that. So, you know, we see the burden card here. All right, so something. Okay, all right, we've got strength. Okay, so this is something that this person has to be strong. Okay, 4 of Swords. This is rest, recuperation. So this is very much, this could talk about an illness here. Okay, this is an illness here. All right, so it's starting to become clear to me. All right, sorry about that. All right, so it's starting to become more clear to me now. So basically what I'm seeing here is that this child card represents this person experiencing regrowth, rebirth. Okay, it's like their sins have been washed away, and now they've been left with a clean slate, a fresh new start. That's what this represents. Okay, and the reason why this person has a fresh new start is because this person was an evil magician. They used to practice baneful magic in the past, but something happened to them that made them switch it up. Okay, so I just feel like they're no longer practicing baneful magic here. Okay, they've changed their ways. Okay, that's what I see there from that. Okay, and the reason why they may have decided to change is why? Because I feel like, you know, taking from the cards that came out first, remember the karma card came out? Okay, this person, this evil magician has faced his karma. Okay, he faced his karma because he messed with the wrong person. Okay, I feel with this 10 of Wands here, I feel that his spells have backfired on him, and now they've caused him huge burdens. Okay, huge stress. Okay, a lot of things that he has to do. You know, it just caused him huge burdens, huge stress. Okay. It's something that he has to be strong. Okay, it's something that requires a lot of strength on his part. Okay, and it's something that involves rest and recuperation, a time of stillness, a time of not doing anything, and this could be a time of illness. This person may have gotten sick, is what I'm trying to say here. This person may have been an evil magician. And obviously you know this person. Okay, for them to have to work in secret, because they did. They worked in secret. okay? They were probably the wolf in sheep's clothing, okay? They probably came around you, and you probably saw them too. You probably saw them do some of their magic, and then they lied to you and probably said, "Oh, no, I'm lighting candles for the church. This is for the church. It's not magic." You know? It's that kind of thing. Like they pulled the wool over your eye. But yeah, this person probably worked like tons of baneful magic, and they did so in secret. Okay? But something happened to them that caused them to change their evil ways. And what you might ask happened to them? Could be sickness, illness. Okay? It could be sickness, could be isolation. And what I'm getting from this tree card as well, this person could be a part of your family. This person could be isolated. They could be on their own. Okay? We're going to find out more information, but definitely that's what I see here, okay? Is that this person here, there is an evil magician that used to do baneful magic, but because they have gotten their karma, meaning spells have backfired. All the spells that they sent out there have backfired onto them with the Ten of Wands here. And now they're facing great burdens, great stress, a lot of hardship in their life. Okay? It requires for them to have strength. Okay? And it could involve an illness. Okay? Like I said, look, the lilies. The lilies could also represent this person wanting reconciliation, okay? Lilies is like the person sending you flowers. Look, the owls is right underneath that, which signifies to me this person has gained wisdom because they've learned their lesson. And we also have the cross right underneath that. Okay, so the cross is linked with the Ten of Wands. This is someone bearing their burdens. Okay? The whip is also underneath that, which is, punishment. Okay? So, yeah, I do believe that there is someone who definitely used to work baneful magic, but then they learned their lesson. Okay, I'll be right back. One moment, please. All right, so yeah, this person, they received karma for what they did. Okay, I don't know if they did it to you or whatever. This person could be part of your family, whoever this person is. Okay, we're gonna get more. Let's get into our next oracle deck, which is the Kipper. All right, I'm going to find out more information about what is your family's secrets. Okay, so let's give a light shuffle first before we get into the question. Okay, and now we're going to ask the question. Okay, so Spirit, with these cards, please let us know, what is Pautu's family's secrets? What is Pautu's family keeping from them? Please let us know. What is Pautu's family's secrets? What is Pautu's family or family member keeping from them? Okay, let's see here. Message. Okay, I don't know if I should take that in the reverse. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Yep, it's in the reverse. I'm going to take it in the reverse. So with the message card, I'm getting a sense, this person may want to reach out to you. Okay, but maybe they haven't been able to. I feel desperately that this person definitely wants to reach out to you. Okay, who knows for what? But they definitely want to send you a message, okay? Please give us more information here, Spirit. What is Pautu's family's secrets? In other words, what is Pautu's family keeping from them? Please let us know, Spirit. Thank you. We have the Lovers, okay? So this doesn't have to be romantic love, okay? It could just mean just love, it could be an attachment, like a family attachment, We're all attached to our families because like it or not, we're related to them and we can't change that, okay? So that could be what this is talking about. I'm also getting, with this Lovers card here, I'm also getting a sense of like a toxic connection. Okay, maybe this is a connection that you want to you want to separate yourself from this person, it seems like, but you can't. Okay, so that's why message is coming out in the reverse. Maybe you're not opening up yourself to communicate with this person, but this person wants to communicate with you. This person is not letting go, whereas I'm sensing that maybe you want to separate yourself from this person. Okay, please give us more information, Spirit. What is Pile 2's family's secrets? What is Pile 2's family keeping from them? What is Pile 2's family not revealing to them? Please let us know, Spirit. Thank you. What is their family's secret? So we see here that this person is trying to contact you. They really want to contact you. They don't want to let you go. But I feel like you want to, because I feel like maybe you think that this person is very toxic. Okay. We have marriage here. Okay. So maybe this person is related to you by marriage. We also have courthouse at the bottom of the deck, followed by occupation. All right. So we're going to get some clarification. All right. So, yeah, so maybe this person is related to you by marriage. Okay, because we have marriage card here. We have lovers and marriage. All right. Maybe this is a... I was going to say that, you know, maybe this person is related to you by marriage, and even though there's a divorce, they're still holding on. That's what I'm getting a sense of, but let's get some clarification here. Spirit, when it comes... Okay, we got the Sun, which is great. I'm not sure what that's referring to. I'm just going to wait till I ask the question before I take any cards, okay? So... Wow. Okay, Three of Swords. I don't know what this is relating to, so I'm just going to go here. Okay? So, Spirit, when it comes to what are Pile 2's family's secrets, please clarify what this message card means. What does this message card signify when it comes to what are Pile 2's family's secrets? What is this message card referring to? Definitely somebody wants to reach out or communicate with you, but you may have this person blocked. We got Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups talks about illusions, deceptions, somebody not able to think clearly. They're not able to see clearly. This could be as a result of, you know, drug use or alcohol use. Whatever is going on, but this is definitely someone not being able to think clearly or see things clearly because there's some kind of illusion going on, okay? All right, give us some more clarification here. This could also signify somebody having several different romantic options. They have several different romantic options available to them, and they're not able to make a choice and just choose one. Okay, it could also signify that as well. Okay, please give us some more clarification for this message card when it comes to what are Pile 2's family secret. Hold on, I'll be back. All right, so we're going to get into more clarification here. So there could be someone that's married already, and perhaps they feel like they're trapped in their marriage and they want to get out. Perhaps they see you as their object of affection. They're trying to come and talk to you, but maybe you have them blocked. Let's get some more information here. So, Spirit, when it comes to what is Pile 2's family's secrets, What does this message card represent? Okay, please let us know. What does this message card represent? So again, Two of Wands, okay? Two of Wands represents somebody wanting to make a move, you know, such as traveling, but they're indecisive, okay? They could be caught in between a crossroads, and they're deciding which way to go, okay? So with these two cards coming out, I'm getting a sense that somebody is contemplating leaving for they're contemplating leaving a situation for someone else, but they're confused. They don't know who to choose. They may have so many options to choose from, they don't know. But that's what I see there. Somebody who is confused. They want to make a move, okay? But they don't know where to go. They could be trapped in a marriage, okay? Give us some more. We got Five of Wands, exactly. There's a lot of competition, a lot of conflict. So this is definitely I feel like this is someone who's cheating on their marriage, okay? Let's get some more clarification here. So please clarify the Lovers card for us. When it comes to what are Paltu's family's secrets, please clarify the Lovers card. Okay, so we've got the High Priest, which is the Hierophant, and we've got Justice. So, you know, somebody wants to do right by their marriage. All right, somebody wants to do right by this marriage. Okay, it's a marriage, it's something that they committed themselves to. Right, they took oath and they decided to follow those oaths, you know, those traditions. And with the Justice cards, there's balance, there's equilibrium, and there's also karma here with this card, okay? So it's like someone wants to do right by their marriage, or they have to, it seems like. This person's married, and they have oaths, legal, binding oaths that they have to abide to, all right? Let's see if we can get more clarification for this Lovers card when it comes to what are Paltu's family's secrets. Please give us more clarification. We've got Knight of Cups. Exactly. This is a romantic person, you know. Okay, let's get more information. I'm getting a sense that somebody is married, legally married, and they want to explore other options. That's what I'm getting here, okay? They want to. They have other people that are interested in them, and they're interested too, and they want to leave their marriage for some reason. Let's get more information. Please clarify this Marriage card for us. When it comes to what are Paltu's family's secrets, what does this Marriage card signify? When it comes to what are Paltu's family's secrets, what does this Marriage card signify? Please let us know. We've got the King of Pentacles, okay? So this is someone who's big on commitment, okay? This is a very stable, mature man. And again, a married man, okay? This is a married man here. Tell us more about this married man. Who is he? What does he have to do with Paltu's family's secret? Who is this married man here who seems to want to leave his marriage for someone else? He knows he made an oath, a legal oath, but again, he's feeling very romantic. He wants to pursue his romantic interest. All right, so we've got the Wheel of the Year, aka the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So this card signifies luck, fate, destiny. This could signify like heralding like a new year. It's just basically luck. You know, it's the energy of Jupiter. So it's Sagittarius energy. This card could also represent somebody wanting to take a leap of faith, to take a risk, okay? They want to gamble, perhaps. They want to take their chances. Okay, give us some more clarification here. We've got the Hermit. So again, the Hermit, if you can look on the Hermit, he's definitely a magician. But you see, he's off on his own in a desolate, cold mountain area. So when this card came out, I feel like this is telling me that this person did take a chance and take a risk on his marriage. That's what I'm getting. And it didn't work out well for him. Look, we got the Tower at the bottom of the deck, which represents karma. Okay? It represents chaos, destruction. And then we have Five of Swords, which represents conflicts. You know? Could represent arguments, rumors, okay, the need for peace, etc. So I'm just kind of getting the sense that, you know, somebody, this magician here, may have cheated on his marriage, or he broke up somebody else's marriage. Look, Page of Swords. Okay, a problem child, an argumentative person, possibly somebody who fights and argues, somebody who has a chip on his shoulders. Okay, who is this magician here? Who is this person? What does this have to do with Paltu's family? Who is this person here? Whose marriage did he break up? Seemed like he broke up a marriage. Is it his marriage that he broke up, that he stepped out on? Or did he work magic to break up someone else's happy home? Please give us some more information. Okay, give us more clarification for this marriage card. We've got the Empress. So the Empress is definitely a mother in one way or another, okay? She's a good woman. She's very nurturing, very knowledgeable, wise, kind, you know. Seems like maybe this person attacked an Empress. Okay? An Empress is a divine feminine, so that could be you watching. You could be this Empress. Maybe you're a Libra. Look, Five of Swords, okay? So he may have caused you to be in this Five of Swords energy, which is mourning, loss. Mourning, loss, regret, remorse, sadness, tears, okay? He may have caused you to be in that energy. All right? Let's move on. Bottom of the deck is Courthouse, okay? So there is a need for justice here. And I feel like you've already gotten the justice here. But this is talking about what this person did for you to get this justice, okay? So let's move on. Let's go into our final oracle deck, because we definitely need more information. All right, so Spirit, using these cards, please give us more information as to what are Paltu's family's secrets. So far, we have some information here, but I still don't know. What does this have to do with your family, Paltu? Who is this person? Who is this magician who had a change of heart because he experienced karma? So we have Dried Flower Fairy, Sweet Memories, okay? And it's linked with the number 11, which is the number of justice, okay? The scales being balanced. So again, Sweet Memories. This is somebody who you used to know at one time. Okay, you used to know this person at one time. Okay, probably you have some memories or some memorabilia from this person, but they're not around anymore. But it's either you still have fond memories of them, or maybe they still have fond memories of you. Okay, let's get some more information here. What are Pal 2's family's secrets, Spirit? Please let us know with these cards. Who is this family member that we're speaking of Pal 2? Okay, this person seems like they used to be an evil magician who performed baneful magic in the past, but something has given them a change of heart because they've received karma. Okay, all of their spells started to backfire on them, so they may have gotten an illness. Okay, but either way, this person's changed. Okay, this person may have been married, and maybe they stepped out on their marriage, or maybe they caused someone else's marriage to be destroyed. But I don't know. This could be your ex-husband as well, if you. But let's see here. Okay, give us more information, Spirit, with these cards. What are Pal 2's family's secrets? What are Pal 2's family's secrets? Okay, so these two came out. So we've got Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit. Okay. So again, I remember saying that this evil magician may have evolved because they were visited by the Temperance angel, which is there to heal them and to, you know, just to basically heal them and to cause them to change, right? So I just feel like this person, they meditate a lot and they've changed. Okay. And then the 3 fates, what comes around exactly? We spoke about karma, right? We spoke about karma. Okay. Sea Beacon Fairy, guidance, but where will it lead to? Sorry. Okay. So let's clarify these cards here. All right. When it comes to what are Pal 2's family's secrets, please clarify what this dried flower fairy card represents. It's obviously someone having sweet memories. But who is this person who's having sweet memories, and of what? Who's having sweet memories in this situation when it comes to what are Pal 2's family's secrets? So we've got 6 of Swords. Okay, 6 of Swords represents, you know, fleeing a situation. It represents transitioning from a bad situation into a more positive situation. It represents, you know, healing, but, you know, oftentimes it does represent travel. Okay, oftentimes it's travel over water. But if it's not physical travel, then it could definitely signify a change of mindset. Okay, somebody had a change of mindset. Somebody may have experienced some healing for themselves in their own mind, or somebody fled from a dangerous situation here. They fled from a situation that was unfavorable, and now they're transitioning into calmer waters for themselves. Okay, and then we have the Magician. Exactly. Okay, didn't I say there was an evil magician involved? Okay, definitely an evil magician involved. So this evil magician may have left you, or maybe you fled from them. But I'm seeing here that somebody fled from a certain situation. They left from a bad situation, and now they're more in a calmer situation for themselves, even though they still remember. You see the 6 swords here that they took with them? That's the memories from the past. They still have those memories with them, but their situation is a lot better. Okay? And then we have the Magician. So this Magician could be your ex-husband, you guys. This could be your ex-husband, this Magician here that you've fled from. You left from this person because the situation wasn't good. Okay? You left from this person. And you're in a better situation for yourself, but it's like this person is still there. Like they're still lingering around, the memories, you know? Or vice versa, it could be that they fled from a certain situation But either way, you still see the 6 swords in the boat that they're taking with them. So, you know, they're always going to remember that person. It's probably better that they're not with the person, you know? We have death at the bottom of the deck. So this could signify the end of a relationship, that even though you've left this relationship, you still remember that person. Okay? Or maybe that person still remembers you in a fond way. Okay? Okay, let's clarify this Pink Lotus Fairy card, A Time for Spirit. When it comes to what are Paltu's family's secrets, what does this Pink Lotus Fairy card represent? A time for spirit. I do believe that somebody took time to heal themselves. After fleeing from this situation, I feel like this person took some time to work on their spirit, do a lot of meditation. You know, we got 5 of Pentacles, okay? 5 of Pentacles represents a time of need, okay? It could mean financial need, or it could mean any other need, but it's definitely a time of need, a time where you need support. This could be a time where you feel, you know, abandonment. So definitely this is a time when where you didn't have anyone to depend on. So it's like you had to go within. Okay? Please give us some more information here. Look, we got 9 of Cups. But your wish will be fulfilled. So we go from a period of abandonment, isolation, a period of need, destitution, etc., to, you know, wishes being fulfilled, and what's that other word I was thinking of? I can't even think right now, but definitely the wish fulfillment card. This is like things happening for you favorably. This is a very favorable card here, okay? Could also signify happiness, joy, emotional fulfillment, okay? Please give us more clarification for this Pink Lotus Fairy card. What does this have to do with Paltu's family secret, Spirit? Please let us know. We've got the World, we've got Ace of Wands, and we've got 2 of Pentacles. Okay, things are coming full circle, okay? Closure. Okay, the end, is a successful completion. Okay, Ace of Wands is like a new passionate opportunity, a new passionate beginning. And then 2 of Pentacles represents balance. Okay, so balancing your budget, balancing your finances, whatever the case is. But it's just finding balance. So maybe after leaving this person, you really had to work on yourself as an individual. Okay, you had no one to depend on. So you had to look within yourself and depend on yourself. Okay, and before you knew it, your wishes started to come true. You started to achieve things out there in the world. And basically you changed the trajectory of your future. You know, things just started getting better for you, I feel. Alright, and please clarify this 3rd card here, which is the 3 Fates. When it comes to what is Paltu's family's secrets, please clarify this 3 Fates card, where it says what comes around. Did something just fall out? I thought a card just fell out. Okay. Yeah, okay. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Yeah, so 7 of Wands can signify a time of, you know, challenges, okay? It's a challenging period. And these challenges, aka these wands that are coming towards you, could also signify spell work, all right? But with the 7 of Wands, it's like you're fighting back, okay? You're not being the little victim anymore. It's like you're fighting back, okay? So maybe that's what happened. Maybe, you know, these people kept throwing negative energies at you in the form of spells. And because you gain some spiritual power here, after leaving the situation, you gain some spiritual power here. So now you're able to fight back when these people are throwing these negative energies at you in the form of spells. Okay? Please give us more clarification here when it comes to what are Paltu's family's secrets. What does this Three Fates card represent? It says what comes around. What does that card represent in this reading? Please clarify for us with these cards, Spirit. Thank you. The Three Fates card. What comes around? What does this represent? I just feel like it's saying that, you know, you're fighting back, and, you know, part of you fighting back and gaining your own spiritual power, that's what is causing this person. It's causing their spells to backfire, and it's causing them to receive karma. It says the moon. Okay, so again, the moon is an indication of This is an indication of magic going on in the background. But with the moon card, I feel like maybe you're aware of it. Okay, and you're learning to navigate yourself through the darkness of those energies that are being hurled towards you. So people, I don't know who they are. It could be the third party here. But somebody or people are throwing negative energy towards you, spells, trying to confuse you, trying to stop you in your tracks. Okay, but during this period here, it says Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit. You looked within. You know, you did a lot of spiritual work. You may have received some spiritual enlightenment here. But you gain some spiritual power here, which you are now using to fight back and navigate yourself. You see how she has a torch here, so she's able to see in the dark. Okay, so I feel like you're aware of these things happening. So now you know how to navigate these things. Okay, look, Three of Swords. So like I said, this could be a third party that's doing all of this, or this could be somebody who feels like you broke their heart. Okay, somebody that you're no longer with, or it could be both of them working together towards you. Okay, please give us some more clarification, one more, Spirit, for the Three Fates card. What comes around? What does this card represent when it comes to what are Paltu's family's secrets? One of those cards wanted to flip over, but it didn't quite flip over. So, Spirit, let us know. The Three Fates. What is this card meaning when it comes to what are Paltu's family's secrets? Seems like nothing else wants to come out. Anything else, Spirit? Just give us one more. Okay, thank you. Six of Wands. Exactly. You'll be victorious in this situation. You are victorious in this situation because this person is already receiving their karma. Okay? Bottom of the deck is Nine of Pentacles. Exactly. They've been affecting your finances and your stability. Remember, you were in this Five of Pentacles energy, but they're not going to be able to affect that for you anymore. You're going to be very stable. Okay? And single. Single by choice. And Knight of Swords, I just feel like you're going to be able to get things accomplished. You're going to be able to get your goals accomplished. They're not going to be able to hold you back anymore. Okay? So, it seems to have gotten clear to me what your family's secret is. I believe that your family is your ex-husband. Okay? Let me just get these cards. Hold on. I'm just going to... Okay, let me just sort. I believe that your family is your ex, okay? This person that you were married to, okay? I believe that this person was an evil magician, okay? They definitely were an evil magician who used to hurl magic towards you, okay? Hold on here. All right, so yeah, to summarize what your family's secret is, Pal 2, I believe this family member that we're speaking of here is actually your ex-husband, okay? I believe that this is someone who you were married to, as it shows here. Okay, you were married to this person. You may not have been happy in that connection. Who knows? But I believe that you wanted to leave this connection because there was something not right about this person that you were married to. And you knew it, okay? This person may have been the devil because it's linked with card number 15, which is the devil in the tarot card. So they may have been like a devil, which is a very controlling, mean person, okay? Who just will not let you go. A dominating, controlling, mean person, okay? So yeah, I feel like you tried to leave that connection for a very long time, but this person would not let you go. They used several different methods to get you to stay with them, okay? Some of them could be by force, some of them could be by manipulation or magic that they used to get you to stay. But I truly believe that perhaps you were not happy in this connection. Perhaps you were even a little sick, because I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you look at this woman's expression, okay, she doesn't look as happy as him. He's smiling with teeth. He has his arms around her. She's smiling with no teeth. It kind of looks like a forced smile. But something about her eyes, it just kind of makes me think that maybe she's a little bit sick. Maybe she's a little bit under the weather, not feeling well. You know, so maybe being with this person made you sick, okay? Because we do see that somebody may have been sick here. Okay, but either way, when I saw from the clarification of these cards, I saw that you ended up leaving this person. You ended up fleeing from them, even though you keep their memory with them. Like you may be just the bigger person. You may not be trying to hold grudges against this person, etc. Right? You ended up leaving this person. Yeah, that's what I get here. You left this person even though you still have, like, you know, fond memories of them, or maybe they have fond memories of you. Whatever it is, somebody left. You left, okay? And after leaving this person, you took time to invest in your spirit, okay? You went within. You started to do a lot of spiritual work. You know, meditation. Perhaps you yourself even became a magician, okay? Perhaps you clued in to the fact that magic was being worked against you. So you're like, okay, all right, two can play that game. All right, we can, you know, play fire with fire. So maybe you yourself became a magician in order to fight back. And with this card, you know, the 3 fates, it says what comes around. It seems like that's exactly what you were doing. It seems like you were fighting back. We saw the 7 of Wands there. You know, we saw a man using a wand, you know, a magical tool, a wand, to fight back at these 6 wands that are being hurled towards him. So maybe you fought fire with fire. Maybe you use magic, you know, to fight back against the magic that was being done towards you. So maybe you did some reversal spells, maybe you did some protection spells, maybe you did some banishing spells, whatever it is, maybe you did some spells to protect yourself, and guess what? You're winning, okay? Whatever you've been doing, you're winning. You're gaining victory in this situation. And this other person, your ex-husband and his side chick that he left you for, because we saw with the 7 of cups, and we saw with the 5 of wands, we saw all these other cards. We saw the 2 of wands as well. We saw that this person was a cheater. Even though he was married to you and was controlling and didn't want you to leave and painted the picture as if you guys were a perfect couple on the outside, I believe that inside this person was very controlling. And not only that, they were a cheater. They cheated big time. And I believe that with this 3 Fates card, I believe that they teamed up with one of their side chicks, you know, to work magic on you, and you defeated them all. You definitely defeated them all. That's what I see there. Okay, that's what I saw with all of the cards that came out, you know? So yeah, we got the Sun card. So, you know, everything is working out fine for you. I just feel like you found the code, or you found the formula to defeat your enemies. And unfortunately, this enemy was someone that you were married to. And technically, when you're married to someone, technically they're family. Okay, so that's what this is talking. This family member is an ex-spouse of yours who used to work magic on you. Okay, and they had you in this unhappy relationship that you had to flee from. And after you fled from this person, they got so angry that what did they start doing? Hurling more magic towards you. But you decided to fight back. You took a time for spirit to empower yourself. I feel like you became a witch here. And when I say that, I don't mean that in a negative way, because not all witches are evil. Not all witches use their powers for evil. Okay, she definitely, I mean, if you look at the Wizard of Oz, for instance, there's a good witch, right? This looks like a good witch. So I feel like you became a good witch and you use your powers to protect yourself and fight back, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, and this other person, this ex-husband of yours, this magician, he faced karma. Okay, the karma that he faced, it forced him to change his ways. Okay, to change his baneful, malevolent ways. Okay, so yeah, it definitely humbled him and brought him down to his knees, and definitely it's bringing you into a position of high honor and high power, as you will see. Definitely, you know, if you're not seeing it now, you will see it in the near future, that things are going to open up for you. New opportunities are going to open up for you, especially financial opportunities is what I see here. Okay? All right, so this is where I'm going to be leaving your reading, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't hesitate to give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet, please feel free to do so. And when you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell button and select all, so that you will be notified each and every time I post a new reading. So yeah, until I see you again, pile 2, I wish you guys have a very blessed and beautiful day, and I'll see you for my next reading. Alright, so for those of you who have chosen pile 3 and the Oracle of Shadows and Light, then this will be your reading. And I found my bell, so I'm gonna ring it. Alright, here we go, pile 3. We're gonna start off with your reading. So the first oracle cards that we are going to be starting off with is definitely the Under the Roses. And we'll be asking the very same question, which is, what is your family's secret, pile 3? Okay? What is your family's secret? Alright? So here we go. Spirit, with these cards, please let us know, what is pile 3's family's secret that they're keeping from pile 3? What is pile 3's family keeping from them at this time? Please let us know with these cards, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, this one looked like it wanted to come out. It said ship. Okay, so maybe someone is far away from you. Maybe they're thinking of you Maybe they're thinking of traveling towards you. All right. Just going to see if we can get actually one that actually... All right. That one definitely flipped out. Okay, it says cross. Okay. So we have the cross here. Okay, I'm thinking, okay, first thing I'm thinking, maybe someone is at a crossroads in their life. Okay, maybe they're definitely at a crossroads where they are basically thinking of changing their life, basically. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe somebody's at a crossroads and they're really thinking of changing their life, okay? There is some religious connotation behind this card. So maybe this person just had like some kind of religious or spiritual breakthrough in their life that has caused them to really want to change it, okay? And I'm just seeing growth. I'm also seeing almost kind of like a life after death situation. So like for instance, maybe someone may have faced a near-death situation, for instance, and that has, you know, that near-death experience probably gave them like a wake-up call that that lets them know why they need to change their life. You know, that happens a lot with people who go through near-death experiences. You know, it kind of shows them that life is not something to play with, right? It's something that you should take seriously. So, you know, maybe somebody went through some kind of hardship, I believe, that's causing them to really want to change their life and change their path. Okay? Let's see if we can get some more information. Okay. Oops. Okay. These two definitely came out. This one says the garden. Okay. And the garden, you know, obviously it represents growth. Okay. But it also represents, you know, being outdoors and being seen. Okay. Because this is a beautiful garden. And, you know, of course, gardens, flowers, things like that, they grow outside because they need the sunshine, the air, you know, the rain, the natural elements to help them grow. So this is a card about being outside and being seen and perhaps even being admired, okay? So, you know, I'm not sure what this has to do pertaining to your family secret, but we're going to find out more. I mean, this is definitely a card about being seen, for sure. Being out in the public, being seen. And the way that it comes out like this, it just makes me seem like it's a very favorable card, okay? Somebody may be looking at you in a very favorable light here, okay, with this card. And then we have the Mountain, okay? And the Mountain is another card. This is definitely a card about hardship. It's a card about burdens. It's a card about hard work, you know, climbing up a mountain. Think about that, you know, strenuous work and, you know, perhaps even maybe feeling tired, okay? So with these three cards coming out here, we've got the cross first, and then we've got the garden, and then we've got the mountain, okay? So definitely somebody, I do see that somebody's going through a hard time, okay? But with the garden card in the middle, which is a very pleasant card, perhaps they're taking it in stride. They're not complaining about it, you know, they're just doing what they need to do. And I'm just getting a sense that somebody's being very grateful and very thankful despite the hardship in their life, okay? This could be a very faithful person, like a very religious person it could be. And that could be the reason why they're not lashing out. They're not complaining about what they're going through. They're just taking it. They're like, you know what? if this is what I have to go through for now, I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm gonna make these sacrifices. I'm gonna take these burdens, you know. That's what I see there. All right, but we're gonna definitely get some clarification. Let me just get out my tarot cards. One moment. So you may have a family member, basically, you may have a family member that's going through hardship right now, and they may not be showing it. With the garden card in the middle here, they may not be showing it. Maybe from the outside, when people look at this person, maybe people see, you know, beauty, like a garden growing, something to be admired, something beautiful, peaceful. You know, maybe that's what people see when they look at this person from the outside, but really on the inside, this person could be struggling, you know, and they don't complain, they don't let anyone know. Okay? All right, so let's get some clarification, as I mentioned. All right, so Spirit, please clarify these cards here from this oracle deck when it comes to what is Pile 3's family's secret. What does this cross card represent in this reading? Please let us know. Please give us some clarification for this cross card when it comes to what is Pile 3's family's secret. Please let us know, Spirit. Please and thank you. Please clarify this cross card for us. What does this cross have to do with Pile 3's family's secret? Okay, this one says 6 of Wands. Okay, victory, recognition, praise, honor. All right, so these two definitely came out. So this is the Empress. Okay, so the Empress could be referring to a matriarch, a mother of some sort. Okay, she's a very nurturing woman. She's definitely feminine. Okay, definitely has a lot of feminine energy, right? But yeah, very nurturing, very down to earth, even very beautiful. Okay, so we've got the Empress here. So this could be a mother, a loving mother here. Okay. Oh, and the High Priest. Again, the High Priest is, you know, if there's any card in the tarot that talks about religion, I would say that would be the High Priest. So this person could be a religious person here, and this person may be going through some kind of like a spiritual or religious breakthrough when it comes to their faith and when it comes to their life. This person may be feeling like they're evolving. Okay, they may be feeling like they're going up like a higher level in their life. Okay, and like I said, it could be a mother figure. Okay, bottom of the deck once again. 6 of Wands. Okay, so this person may be actually happy that this is happening to them. Okay, they may be really, really happy. They may see this as a sign of something. Okay, all right, give us more clarification here. Please clarify the Garden card for us when it comes to what are Pile 3's family's secrets. Okay, so we've got the 4 of Swords. Okay, 4 of Swords is about rest, recuperation. It's a time of stillness. It's a time of, you know, not much going on. It's also a time of healing. Okay, so yeah, that's what I see there. One second. Yeah, so somebody's going through something here. It could be I'm not sure, but there's healing going on. Okay, give us some more clarification, please, for the Garden card when it comes to what are Pal 3's family's secret. We've got Ace of Pentacles, okay? So this is a new beginning. This is a new, solid, stable beginning, okay? It could have to do with wealth and stability, okay? So someone here is okay, someone knows, like this person that we're speaking of here, it could be this mother, could be your mother, but basically what I see here is that she may be going through like a spiritual breakthrough, okay, where she may feel like she's evolving in life, okay. This comes after a period of rest, recuperation, illness, etc. However, she knows that there's a new opportunity coming in. He or she, I don't want to just say she, but I see the Empress, that's usually feminine, okay? But there's definitely a new opportunity coming in for this person, okay? And this is after a time of, like, let's say nothing going on. Let's just put it that way. So, for instance, okay, let's just say this person here, whoever this person is, whoever this Empress represents, it could be your mother, okay, it could be a mother, anyone that you know of that is a mother or has these very nurturing, like kind of like motherly traits about her, even very physically beautiful, down to earth, etc. So basically this person here, I'm just going to use this as an example. She may have been looking for a job for a very long time. Okay? She may have been looking for a job for a very long time and wasn't finding success in landing a job. Okay? And we all know that when you're out of work, you know, sometimes situations in life may not be perfect for you, you know, especially when it comes to finances. You know, you may be going through, you know, financial struggle, financial hardships because you're out of work, for instance, right? But I'm feeling that this woman here, this Empress, she has faith, okay? Whether it be religion or spiritual, but she has some kind of faith. She had faith and she kept her faith strong. She kept strong in her faith. Okay? And now we're seeing that after a period of rest, after a period of not really anything happening in this field, we now see that this, with this new opportunity, like I feel like something is coming in for this Empress. Something major, something big, something that's going to change her life. And I feel like she knows it. She knows it, all right? Because she's very spiritual and or religious, who knows? One or the other. We see the cross there. You know, cross is usually a religious symbol. However, you know, there's a lot of people who are both spiritual and religious, you know? Either way, she has faith in something and she has never lost her faith, even though she's been going through hardship because, you know, like I said, she may have been out of work for some time. So maybe she's been struggling financially, even possibly mentally, okay? Because sometimes when you're out of work, especially for a long time, you know, it could cause, you know, you to have things such as depression, for instance, or anxiety, right? So, you know, she may have experienced those things as well. She may not have been advertising it to everyone and letting people know. She may have kind of kept it to herself, but this is showing that her rewards are coming in. And that's why we saw the Six of Wands, which is victory, success, recognition, etc. Because she knows that it's a time of victory for her, okay? It's a time of succeeding. It's a time of recognition. It's a time of praise, and a time that basically things are actually happening, okay? Good things, that is, okay? All right. Now, when it comes to this Mountain card, oopsie, here we go. We've got karma, okay? So karma is definitely pretty self-explanatory here, okay? So basically, you know, as I just mentioned before, this Empress, okay, whoever she is, she's been going through some kind of hardship. And when I see this karma card, it kind of gives me the impression that her hardship was not caused by her. Perhaps it was caused by someone else, okay? And that's why this karma card is coming out, which is showing, it's showing that things are going to be in her favor, okay? This karma card, it's actually the Judgment card in the regular tarot. And so basically Judgment has been called in her favor. And she's, of course, she's happy about it. Look at them rejoicing, okay? And having like a ceremony to the moon or to the eclipse. But yeah, like Judgment has been called in her favor, and basically the person responsible for giving her these hardships and these obstacles, I believe that they're going to be receiving their karma for sure. For sure. Okay? Let's see if we can get some more clarification for this Mountain card. And we've got Four of Pentacles, okay? So definitely, I just feel like somebody was attacking this Empress's finances, okay? Her finances were under attack, okay? Could be because, you know, maybe she lost her job. Maybe somebody, okay, here's what I'm getting here. Intuitively, here's what I'm picking up. I'm picking up here that somebody definitely tried to work some baneful magic on this Empress here, okay? They worked some baneful magic to try to affect her finances here, okay? Try to get her to lose money. And so I feel that as a result of what they did to her or tried to do to her, well, they did. I mean, you know, it did work for some time, but now she's coming out of it. She's being vindicated, okay? That's what I see here. But anyways, this person's getting their karma. And what's happening is that they're going to find that money's going to slip out of their life. It probably already has started. Because we see this old man here sitting on the steps, and he's trying to hold on to his money for dear life, as if someone's trying to take it from him, okay? So this person, whoever they are, that tried to work baneful magic on a divine feminine, an Empress, a mother, they're definitely getting their karma, because money is definitely going to be leaving this person's life for sure. And that's their karma. That is definitely their karma for messing with you. Bottom of the deck is Nine of Swords. Okay? So this person is suffering from anxiety, sleepless nights, overthinking, stress, nightmares, etc. because they know their time has come. They know they're getting their karma. So they're trying for dear life to hold on to their money. So for instance, like this person may be opening up savings account, trying to save their money, but it's not, I'm telling you, it's not going to be saved. Okay, this person's being very greedy right now. Okay, thinking that they could escape the karma, but they won't be able to. Okay, because this is divine justice here. And, you know, for this Empress, because she's spiritual, okay, she's very spiritual and or religious. She believes in a higher power, and she's never given up her faith, okay? But because she has been praying, her prayers are finally heard. Her prayers have finally been heard, okay? Somebody's been trying to block her from achieving success, okay? All right, let's see who else. Let's see what more. Please give us some more clarification for this Mountain card, please. Yeah, see, Two of Pentacles, which is talking about financial struggle and basically juggling, you know, juggling to try to save money, juggling to try to make money, make ends meet. You know, you could be taking up what are they called? Side jobs, etc., you know, to try to make ends meet. So yeah, someone definitely tried to play with this Empress. She's a mother, okay, a loving, good mother at that. She may also be married, but either way, she is a mother. She's a good woman, very beautiful inside and out, and she's a very spiritual woman who has faith in a higher power. And somebody really, you know, went in and tried to work magic on her to mess up her finances, to have her struggling to try to save money, to try to make money, etc. But whoever did that is receiving their karma, okay? And this Empress, she may already know it because she's very spiritual. She may already know it, okay? All right, so let's get more information from the other oracle decks, okay? Yeah. All right, somebody definitely did try to ruin a divine feminine, an Empress, okay? So let's get into our second deck, which is the Kipper. Let's see if we can get more information on who this person is and why they did that to this Empress, okay? All right, so Spirit, with these, oops, okay. These ones wanted to come out. We've got imprisonment. Ooh. Okay, sudden wealth. Okay, so somebody tried to block sudden wealth from coming through, for sure. Somebody tried to block and or delay or suspend sudden wealth from coming this Empress's way. And they tried to put her in despair, okay? You notice how it says not hiring? I don't know if you guys can see that, but in the background, there's like a sign in the window that says not hiring. So obviously, this person has lost their job and they're down on their luck. And that's what I said, okay? That's what I said could be the situation here. But we got the Child card, which means something new, like a new opportunity is coming very soon, okay? This Child card, usually the time period for this card is usually around the spring, which we are in the spring right now. So very, very soon there's like a new opportunity coming in, right? Exactly. This new opportunity is gonna bring in great fortune for this Empress for sure, okay? And with the Message of Concern card, like I said, she may already know about it, okay? She may already have received the message, okay? And I feel like the other person that tried to do this to the Empress, they know it too. And I feel like that's why they're fretting. They're fretting like crazy because they know that judgment has been called against them. And they know that their time is coming for them to receive their karma. For sure. All right, please give us more information here, Spirit. Please let us know who did this. Who did this to the Empress? And who is this Empress in relation to pile 3? Okay? So many questions. All right. Yeah, like, who did this and why? Why would somebody do this? Oh my goodness. Okay, so this flung out right after I asked who did this and why. It says mature man. Okay, some kind of mature man may have done this. An older man. And sometimes it doesn't have to be older in age. Sometimes it's older in, I would say, for instance, like sometimes it's older when it comes to like spiritual knowledge is what I'm thinking here. Okay. And this mature man, yeah, like he's well learned. Okay, let's see if we can get more information, okay? Tell us more about this mature man. Did he spiritually attack a divine feminine, an Empress? Why did he do that? Why did this mature man attack this Empress spiritually and try to have her blocked and try to have her broke? Please let us know, Spirit. When it comes to what are pile 3's family's secrets? Please let us know, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. So we've got high honor. It flipped out on the reverse. We've also got message. That also came out in the reverse. Great fortune is in the upright. And then we have house in the upright. Okay. So yeah, sorry about the glare here. I'm gonna try to fix that if possible. I don't know. But anyways, so basically what I see here is that this mature man, we see high honor in the reverse, okay? So I feel like this mature man may have lost his position, okay? He, you know, definitely may have had a high position. I don't know what he was doing. He could have had a high position in life or a high position at work. I don't know who he was, but I feel that this person feels like they lost their position. And so what they wanted to do is they wanted to cause the same kind of loss for this Empress. Okay? They definitely did. Okay? So they fired shots. Basically, spiritual shots. Okay? They definitely fired shots. But what I see here with this high honor card coming out in the reverse, I'm seeing a lot of backfiring from those shots fired. It's definitely being fired towards him now. Okay? He sent out some kind of negative energy, some negative spells. I think he sent out a lot of them, because look how many shooters we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a lot of shooters shooting these cannons here. Okay, so he definitely sent a lot of negative energy to this Empress's way, and they're all being backfired. Okay, and then we have the message card here again in the reverse. You know, similar to the message of concern card. This talks about, like, you know, definitely messages that you get either through the mail or even phone calls or whatever. But this is definitely, when it's in the reverse, I think it's definitely a negative, a negative message, such as bad news. Okay, so again, you know, this person, this mature man here, he tried to send a bunch of negative spells, negative energy, like, you know, spells to keep her blocked, spells to delay her progress and success in life, spells to, you know, ruin her finances, her financial situation. And he did all of that because for some reason I feel that he blames her for losing his position. I feel like this person has a high position. I mean, you can see it here from this card. Okay, he's a very learned man, very educated. He may have his own office. He's a very traveled man as well. You know, he's not stupid. He's not stupid at all. This is a very intelligent man. He knows what he's doing. He had a high position doing, I don't know what he was doing, but he had a high position. He lost it, and now he's lashing back, trying to send all this energy this divine feminine's way so that she could receive nothing but bad news. That's what he was that's what he was trying to do. But because it's all being backfired towards him, as we can see here, he's the one that's now receiving the bad news. Okay? And we have here great fortune. Okay? This is in the upright. So somebody is definitely going to be receiving a great fortune very soon. Okay? This divine feminine, this Empress, it could be you watching, by the way. You guys could be the Empress, but definitely she's going to be receiving a great fortune very soon, and possibly even a new house. Okay, if we want to be quite literal with it, possibly even a new house or a new property, a new home. She may be moving, you know. So this is great. This is definitely a card of stability, you know. So definitely we see definitely a change in this divine feminine's in her situation. Okay, we definitely see a change in her situation. And yeah, this mature man is the one who tried to kind of ruin her life. Okay, but it's all being backfired towards him, and it's not going to work, because we see here that she's going to get great fortune coming in. She's going to get blessings from up above. Let's just put it that way. Okay, it's not just financial blessings. Okay, she could be receiving, you know, just luck, grace, you know, just blessings from up above. Okay, and then we see house here again. She could be literally getting a house, a new house. She could be able to buy a new house, basically. Okay, and then again, what I see here with the house card, I'm seeing a lot of family support as well. Okay, I'm seeing family support, I'm seeing stability, I'm seeing wealth. Okay, look, bottom of the deck is poverty. Okay, because that's what this person wanted for you. That's what this person wanted for you, but because everything's backfiring, that's what he's gonna get. Okay, that's what he's gonna get. This person, because this Empress is a mother, okay, she may have small children. So imagine, like, this heartless person did that to this woman. Anything that you do to a mother, it's gonna affect her children. So imagine this person did that to put even your kids or her kids in poverty. Okay, yeah, see, change is all about moving. Okay, making a permanent move to a better situation. So yeah, this woman may be getting a chance to move very soon and definitely change her position. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say. Let's do some clarification here. All right, let's start with the mature man. So Spirit, when it comes to what are Pal 3's family's secrets, who is this mature man? Please give us more information on this mature man here. Okay, it looks like he's a magician, and it looks like he sent out some baneful magic. A lot of them, a lot of baneful magic he sent out. Look, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I'm thinking that this person, this mature man, is someone who did something to try to affect your situation. They try to mess with your destiny. They try to affect your luck, but it seems like it's not gonna happen that way. Okay, this person could be Sagittarius, because the Wheel of Fortune is definitely a Sagittarius card. So he could be a Sagittarius. Yeah, so this person definitely tried to mess up your life, basically, but it's not working. Okay, please give us more information about this mature man when it comes to what are Pal 3's family's secrets. We've got 8 of Pentacles, and we've got the Magician. You see that? Didn't I tell you he's a magician? Okay, that's what he does. So yeah, like, definitely this person has done some magic to try to affect the Empress's work. Try to affect her work. But again, with these cards coming out in the upright, I can see that it's not happening, because I just see that it's not happening. It could be because this Empress, maybe she knows a thing or two about the occult. Maybe she knows a thing or two about protecting herself. And so maybe she did some spells herself that kind of blocked this person's influence. Okay? Look, we got Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Two of Swords. So what I get from that is that perhaps this Empress perhaps this Empress dated this person for a while. Okay, perhaps this was like a past romantic interest, and maybe he's now disgruntled that you guys don't get along anymore, or maybe he's disgruntled that you guys don't talk to each other. But, you know, with the Page of Swords, this could be a very aggressive person. It could be like, you see how he's wielding the sword like he's ready to hit someone with it. So, you know, just, this is kind of a person like to watch out for, okay? This is like kind of like a mean person, or maybe they just have a chip on their shoulder for whatever reason, okay? But I just feel like this mature man, for some reason, he just doesn't like this Empress and wanted to get back at her. For some reason, I think it has to do with them not speaking, because the Two of Swords is definitely a stalemate situation where, you know, there's no communication coming in or going out, you know? So this person, whoever this mature man is, he could be a past lover who is upset and bitter that this Empress no longer talks to him. Look, King of Pentacles. Okay, so he could be someone who has money as well. Okay, he could be an earth sign. Okay. All right, let's get some more clarification here. So please clarify this High Honor card in the reverse. Okay, when it comes to what are Pal 3's family's secrets, please clarify this High Honor card in the reverse. What does this card represent in this reading for us, Spirit? Please let us know. Thank you. Please represent this High Honor card in the reverse. Two of Pentacles and the High Priest. So I definitely do feel that this person lost their position. They were on high. Like, they had a high position. Like, think about the High Priest. Okay? He's not just a priest. He's a high priest. Like, he had a very high position. It could be spiritually. It could be, I don't know. He could be, maybe he is literally a priest. Who knows? But this person definitely had a high position doing whatever. I don't know what he was doing. Okay, this could have been like a past co-worker. Even maybe even a past boss, but definitely this person had a high position. But now it seems like they lost it, because now they're at the bottom of the barrel, struggling to try to keep up. Okay? Struggling. This person as well, like, if this person was married, there could have been some cheating or two-timing in the marriage, okay? However, what I see more strongly here is that, yes, this person definitely lost their position. They had a high position. Now, I'm thinking maybe in the church, okay? Maybe in the church this person had a high position and they lost it, okay? They went from a high priest to this lowly, they went from a high priest to this lowly juggler who only has 2 pentacles to his name, and he has to try to make that stretch out. He has to try to double it or flip it or do whatever, you know? So definitely this is someone who lost their position. They definitely had a high position, all right? Give us more clarification here. Please give us more clarification for this High Honor card in the reverse. Okay, we got 4 of Swords. All right, so maybe nothing's happening for this person right now. Okay? Maybe nothing's happened. Maybe their life is at a standstill. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Again, you know what I'm thinking here? I'm thinking that, again, this person, this mature man here, he could have been a past lover. Okay, because I see this Queen of Cups in the reverse here. Okay. This could be how he sees the Empress. He could see her as a very cold-hearted, emotionally manipulative woman who probably he sees her as someone who's not in touch with her own intuition or doesn't know how to control her emotions. Maybe she's all over the place emotionally, but I think this could be how he views this Empress that we saw earlier. He probably views her that way now because maybe he felt that she broke her heart. Maybe he felt that she broke his heart, okay? Bottom of the deck is Ten of Pentacles, and I'm just getting the sense from this card here is that he wanted to give her the world, probably wanted to start a family with her, but it didn't work out that way, and I just feel like he's disgruntled and bitter about it, and wanted to get back at her by just launching all of these baneful spells on her to try to block her, to try to affect her finances, perhaps even to try to get her sick, you know? All right, give us more clarification here. Please clarify this message card in the reverse when it comes to... All right, so we've got the Hanged Man. All right, the Hanged Man is, you know, as we can see, he's suspended from the tree, and there's not much he can do while he's in that position. There's really not much he can do. So this is a time of like nothing happening. This is a time of stagnation, delays, you know. Nothing's really happening. And also, like, if this man was a spiritual man, this could be indicating that he's been spiritually blocked, okay? Because that's the story behind the Hanged Man, is that he hung himself this way to basically get God's attention because, you know, he just felt like he wasn't receiving any messages or anything like that. He just felt spiritually blocked. So I just feel like that's, you know, the bad news is that this person is going to be stuck for some time, okay, until they learn. Okay, this is their punishment, actually, okay, to be stuck there for some time until they actually learn, for sure. Okay, King of Swords, okay, this gives more of a description on who this person is. This could also show that this is a just decision, okay? This decision was made out of justice. There was no, there's no biases involved in this decision here. It's based on right and wrong, and that's it. This person just receives their consequences, okay? And we got Knight of Wands. Someone like this mature man here could have been trying to block other romantic interests from coming into this Empress's life. Okay? They may have tried to block other romantic interests and other opportunities from coming into her life, and that's why we have the Hanged Man over it, because it's like nothing happened with these two guys here. These are two different guys. And the Hanged Man over it, like, you know. The Knight of Wands is someone who is exciting and passionate, someone who heralds change, okay? The King of Swords is a very intellectual man. He's very intelligent. He could be an air sign, and he believes in, you know, right and wrong, and he follows those things without allowing anything to affect his mind or his heart, you know. He basically makes the King of Swords, he makes mind over heart decisions, let's just put it that way. And, you know, this Knight of Wands, again, very exciting, passionate, maybe even very attractive young man who is just, He brings a lot of change. So yeah, I just feel like maybe this mature man here has definitely worked magic to try to block other romantic interests. I believe they're romantic interests, but try to block other romantic interests from coming into this Empress's life. Okay, that's what I see with that. And he's doing it because he, like I said, he's a past romantic interest, and he feels very definitely disgruntled about how things ended up, which is the fact that he's not. She may be giving him the silent treatment, the cold shoulder. I don't know. She may have blocked him. She may have ghosted him. I don't know. But there's no communication going on there. And he's mad. He's mad at that. He's mad so much that he's lashing out in a very childish way, like a child throwing a tantrum because he didn't get what he wanted. That's what this mature man here is doing. And, he's a wealthy man, unfortunately. Or he was. Okay? Give us some more clarification here. So what does this Great Fortune card represent when it comes to what are Pile 3's family's secrets? What does this Great Fortune card represent here? Please let us know. Thank you. Please clarify what this Great Fortune card represents when it comes to what are Pile 3's family's secrets. All right. I guess nothing wants to come out because I think it's pretty self-explanatory here that someone definitely will be receiving a great fortune. Okay? Despite what this person has tried to do to them. Seven of Swords. Okay? This is like a wolf in sheep's clothing. This is a sneaky person, deceptive, doing underhanded things behind your back. I'm also hearing the phrase thief in the night. So maybe this great fortune is definitely going to sneak up on you or whoever it's meant for. Okay. And I also see there with that card coming out is that definitely somebody may have tried to steal that great fortune, or they may have tried to avert it away from you, okay? We've got the World, and then we've got Knight of Cups. So definitely with the World represents success, achievement, accomplishment. It represents closing the closing of a cycle. All right, so again, definitely this person tried it, but they're not gonna succeed. Okay, they're not gonna succeed because you're succeeding. Okay, and also definitely there's gonna be some kind of offer coming in. There's gonna be some kind of romantic offer coming in, because this is the Knight of Romance. Okay, this is the knight in shining armor coming to sweep you off your feet and offer you love. Okay? So as we can see here, this person tried to block new love from coming your way, but he won't be able to block this one here. Okay? There's a new opportunity coming in for you for love, and this person won't be able to block that away from you, from the Empress. Okay? Please give us more clarification here. Please clarify this house card for us when it comes to what are Pile 3's family's secrets. What does this house card represent in this reading? Please let us know, Spirit. Okay, we've got the Hermit. So Definitely with the Hermit card, someone's taking some time out for themselves to isolate. It could be this magician here, could be this person here. Yeah, he could be off on his own somewhere trying to hide. You know, but he's definitely being punished here because this hermit doesn't look like he's in a very favorable position here. Okay, he's out all alone, up somewhere in some cold mountain, and Lord knows what he's searching for. All right, so that's his karma. Okay, and also this, like I said, this person may also know that their spells are backfiring. They may know that things are going to change for you. They may be spying on your social media, for instance. So they know, like, that their spells aren't working. And so I feel like they're trying to, like, hide away, okay? To try to protect themselves, to try to stop, or they're trying to avert a tower here, okay? Look, karma is right underneath that. So he's trying to run from his karma, this person here, okay? All right, please give us some clarification for this house card, Spirit. What does this house card represent when it comes to what are Pile 3's family secrets? So we've got Knight of Pentacles. So this is something coming into you slowly but surely. Definitely it could talk about wealth because you see him coming with the big giant gold pentacle there. Okay, so this could be wealth coming in wealth or money coming your way slowly but surely. Okay, because remember, this person tried to block it from you. They tried to make it so that these things never come through for you, but it's coming in. You just have to be a little patient. Okay. And again, Five of Wands, exactly. The reason why it's delayed is because there was a lot of competition. There's a lot of jealousy and envy, okay? It could be from one person. It could be from a bunch of people. But it was definitely there. And we see them fighting with these wands and these dragons, okay? So what I see here from a spiritual standpoint is that they were definitely using magic to try to trip you up, to try to cause delays for you. But it's coming in. They did delay you, but it's coming. Look, Temperance, okay? Temperance is like a promise, okay? It's like a promise that things are going to go better for you. And the reason why things are going to go better for you is because you've earned it, okay? Because you've managed to turn a negative into a positive here, okay? Definitely. Please give us more information here. All right, this one wanted to come out. Again, Three of Wands. So yeah, basically things are opening up for you very, very quickly, okay? I know I said slowly but surely, but definitely about 3 weeks to 3 months here, okay? But you're definitely gonna see the changes coming in. Like change a coming, okay? Change is a coming. And look, she's sitting there and she's like, come on, I welcome those change. Come on, I'm ready, okay? So yeah, so this Empress here, this Empress could be you, by the way, you the viewer. And yeah, so I still don't know who this mature man is. It just kind of like hinted to me that he could be a past romantic interest. So therefore, I don't know what this has to do with family, Spirit. What does this have to do with Pile 3's family? That's what I want to know. All right. Let's get into the last and final oracle deck, which is the one that you chose, Pile 3. And let's get some information to find out what is your family's secret. Okay? All right, so Spirit, with these cards, please let us know, what are Pile 3's family's secret? This one came out. It says, Fairy of the Divine Hand, Intoxication, Distorted View, overindulgence, okay? So definitely what I see here is that I see that someone's been spying on you, okay? I feel like they've been spying on you spiritually, such as maybe doing tarot readings on you, crystal ball readings, palm readings. Like, I just feel like this person's always watching you, okay? And they're so addicted. Like, I just feel like this person's obsessed with you, okay? They're always watching you. They're obsessed with you, and they're definitely involved in the occult, okay? On top of that, this person, you know, it does say intoxication, it says distorted view, it says overindulgence. So this person may be involved in some kind of drinking or drugs, okay? So they're weird, okay? And I would say that they're kind of dangerous, okay? So it was the right decision, and it was in this Empress's best interest to cut things off from this person, because it seems like they have unhealthy attachments, you know, and it seems like they also have an obsessive personality, okay? Because they are definitely obsessed, and they use their occult knowledge to spy, okay? And when they do spy, they get a distorted view, because they themselves are not clean. They, like I said, they're intoxicated, and they overindulge. So, you know, yeah, this one says, Amara the Menehune Aloha healing. Yes, aloha healing. And remember, aloha means hello and goodbye. So I feel like basically what happened is that you knew this person, perhaps like maybe for a brief time. You knew this person, and then something happened along the way where you decided to say goodbye to this person, you know, because maybe this person, you realize this person's very dark, and maybe this person needs a lot of healing, okay? Maybe you also needed healing after being with this person, or after dealing with them, okay? And also the other bottom of the deck, it says the three fates, what comes around. Exactly, another card that signifies karma. So this person is definitely getting their karma, okay? And also, they thought that they were giving you karma. They thought that they were giving this Empress karma, okay? Because, like I said, I feel like this person got really mad and upset at the fact that she cut them off. I just feel like this Empress, I feel like this is someone that this Empress used to date, and she cut them off. Because maybe she saw the signs that this person was very unhealthy, and maybe they're obsessive. Maybe they're even a little creepy. So she's like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to cut this person off. I'm just going to live my life. I'm just going to block them. You know, don't answer their calls, whatever. And then this person, I just feel like this person just got so upset. They're like, oh yeah, she did that to me? Well, look what I can do. You know what I mean? This one also wanted to come out. It says carnivorous flower fairy. A tempting offer has a high price. Exactly. So if this person ever tries to come back into your life to try to say, oh, I have something for you, blah, 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 do not trust them. Okay? Don't trust them. Yeah, you see, it was the only card that flipped over. So yeah, they may try to come, or maybe they have tried already to come back, you know, with like a little puppy dog face to try to say, oh, I'm sorry I offended you, or I'm sorry that I put my hands on you, or whatever the case may be. Whatever this person did to really make you not want to talk to them and cut them off, they may have tried, or they might try to come back to you with this little puppy dog face and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I've got a gift here, you know, I've got some flowers here, you want to smell them? Don't smell them. Or I made you a treat, I made it myself, don't eat it. Like, just don't trust this person, okay? Because it says a tempting offer has a high price. You don't want to pay for something that this person, you know, you don't want to pay for some kind of trick that this person has up their sleeve. Okay? So, now that we're into this reading, I definitely do feel that this Empress is you. Okay? But we're going to clarify that later on. Let's do these first. So, Spirit, when it comes to what are Pal 3's family's secrets, please clarify this Fairy of the Divine Hand card. Again, Temperance, which represents healing. Okay? It represents equilibrium. It represents balance. Okay? Definitely with the Temperance card, you see that there's an angel there. Okay? Think about this as like a guardian angel. Okay, and this angel is not there to judge you. This angel is not there to punish you, but this angel is there to help you. Okay, help you through your storms. Okay, I'm just gonna put that back. Let's get some clarification. Spirit, please clarify this Fairy of the Divine Hand card. You know, again, Seven of Swords. Okay, you see how it came out. It was the only one that's flipped over. These other ones came out flipped down. So yeah, definitely this is someone you can't trust. Okay? Can't trust this person. Okay? This person's doing something underhanded behind your back. Okay? Please give us some more clarification. I think at one point you really trusted this person. This person may have had a high position where a lot of people entrusted them. Like I said, this person may have had, like, let's say they were working in a church, for instance. Let's say they were working in a church or some kind of spiritual environment where a lot of people went to them for help and support. And I just feel like this person is, you know, that's probably the reason why they lost their position, because they were just not honest. They were doing something, okay? We've got Four of Wands, and then we've got Queen of Swords, okay? So, again, like I said about this one here, all right, this person, they may want to try, they may try to come back for a reunion, for a reconciliation. You know, they may be, hey, we're friends, we can still be friends, you know, can I come see you, and blah 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 blah, you know. And I see here with the Queen of Swords coming out right after it, it's like very much you should be discerning on this person. You should be very discerning. You should keep your guard up, okay? You don't have to be cold. You don't have to, you know, reject their offer. Because what I see here from this Four of Wands, for instance, they might invite you to a party, or you might run into this person at like some kind of function where there's friends there, where there's celebration, okay? But yeah, whenever you see this person or whatever interaction you have with this person, just make sure you have your guard up at all times. That doesn't mean that you have to be mean to them. That doesn't mean that you have to shut them out and avoid them. Just make sure you keep your guard up, okay? Because as you can see here, she's actually welcoming. All right, so basically what I was saying about this card is that, again, basically, if this person invites you out somewhere, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to say no, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. You don't necessarily have to, you know, say no to this person. You can be cordial, but again, just keep your guard up with this person, okay? This person could also be like a friend of a friend, so you may encounter them in like certain situations. Like let's say you go to like a party, you know, you may encounter this person there, okay? Just kind of like beware of this person, okay? Again, this is at the bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. So this person could like have like an actual mental illness, okay? All right, so please give us some clarification for this carnivorous flower fairy card. says attempted offer has a high price. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, Nine of Pentacles is usually a very good card. It talks about, you know, being single. However, despite the fact that you're single, you're, you know, thriving financially and you're independent and you're stable. You know, this is a woman, as we can see, there's a woman on this card. This is a woman who does not need a man to provide for her. You know, she can do fine all by herself and she's happy. And this is also someone who is just, you know, just very blessed, you know. So again, I just feel like this could be advice for you. Definitely don't rush into anything romantically, especially with this person. Okay? That could be a reason why. Okay, let's see here. This person could be attracted to you because they see you like this Nine of Pentacles here. Again, we have the Strength card and we've got Ten of Wands. Yeah. So this person tried to put a lot of burden on you, okay? But they didn't know that you were strong enough to withstand. They didn't know that you were strong enough. But they definitely did try to put a huge burden on you to try to bring down your position, okay? They didn't like the fact that you're this beautiful, independent, you know, financially stable, eligible bachelorette that has a lot of suitors interested in you. I feel like this person, whether they're of the opposite sex or not, this person is jealous of you. Okay? And they just want to bring you down. Okay? They want to bring you... I know it seems weird that a male would be jealous of a female, but it happens. It happens a lot of times where you could be dating someone who just wants to sabotage you, who just doesn't like to see you up where you are, you know? And I feel like that's what this is for this mature man here, whoever he is. Okay? He may have even had his own money. Okay, so he didn't need to worry about yours. But maybe this mature man here is just, maybe he's just a sexist, misogynistic person who feels that no woman should ever be in this position. Okay? No woman should be able to be on her own without depending on a man. Okay? Who does this woman think she is? Okay? Who does she think she is for blocking me or for ghosting me? Doesn't she know who I am? Who does she think she is? Okay, well, I'm going to show her. I'm going to show her. I'm going to take away everything she has to see if she'll come running back to me. That's what I see there. So this person threw a whole bunch of wands at you. And when I say wands, I'm speaking of malevolent magic, okay? Baneful magic. Magic to try to ruin you, to try to bring you down, to try to ruin your finances. And I feel they did it because they wanted you to come crawling back to them, but they didn't know that you were strong. They didn't know how strong you were as a woman, like, you know? So they basically, yeah, and look, King of Pentacles. So this is, I feel like this person had money. Like, they're a wealthy man, and I feel like that's how they gain women. Okay, they use their money. They flaunt their money a lot to get women. I feel like that's what this person, and he's very entitled as well. Okay, very entitled, and uses his wealth and his finances to gain women and to gain people's favors and to gain respect. So he got really offended at the fact that you have your own money. You don't really need him. And whatever he did to offend you, I don't know what he did. He may have put his hands on you, okay? Because we did see the Page of Swords, and that could often represent a very violent time, okay? If he didn't put his hands on you physically, then he may have used some harsh words on you. And you were like, okay, you know what? No. You only got to tell me it once, okay? And you may have blocked this person, because we did see the Two of Swords. You may have blocked this person. You may have ended all communication with this person, and they got so offended that they're like, oh, okay, all right, two can play that game, and they try to attack you with magic. That's what I feel. Okay? Look, we got again, this card came up so many times during this reading. Somebody's mentally ill here. Okay? This person's mentally ill. Yeah, this person may feel like they have feelings for you. They feel like they love you. But again, we see him sitting on this throne here, and there's rocks under there. So he definitely wants his woman to vie for him and to come crawling for him. That's what he wants, okay? But you walked away with the Eight of Cups here. You definitely walked away from this person. And yeah, with the Eight of Wands, he definitely started to throw these wands towards you. He started to attack you spiritually. Okay? But it's not happening that way. Okay? Because something is coming your way where you're going to feel, you're going to reach your emotional fulfillment. Look, Tower. Okay? Tower is coming his way and he knows it. And that's his karma. That is definitely his karma. Okay? His whole tower is going to be destroyed. His whole structure, all of his power. Okay? All of his power, his wealth, whatever he's been sitting on. You know, whatever he's been sitting on to make him feel so confident. Look, death right after that. Okay, something is definitely coming to an end to cause this person to change their ways. Okay, because that's not how you're supposed to be using your magic, sir. Look at this side. Okay, this is him sitting on his throne with his showing off his pentacle. Like, me, I'm the mighty king of pentacles. Okay, bow to me. Okay, and but look, boop. Sorry, boop. That's gonna be his karma. Five of Pentacles, struggling, okay? Feeling in need, desperate, okay? Needing help, financially especially, okay? So yeah, meanwhile, you'll be getting victory, okay? Because he attacked you, okay? He attacked you. He wanted you down at rock bottom, okay? But it's going to happen to him instead, okay? Look, Sun in the reverse is right after that as well, too, okay? So everything that this evil magician here, this so-called mature man, everything that he's hurled against you, as we can see, everything's backfiring. We see where the shots are being fired. They're being fired right back towards him. Because he's jealous. This person was jealous of you, okay? This is someone that you used to date, I believe, okay? Now, let's just do this before we close this reading for you. I just want to clarify, okay, this Empress card, okay? So, Spirit, please clarify this Empress card for us. Okay, please let us know, who is this Empress? Who is this Empress to pile 3? Who is she? Please give us some clarification. Please let us know. This one seems like it wanted to come out. Five of Wands. She's someone who, there's a lot of people jealous of her. Okay? Give us more clarification here. Yep, she's someone who, some people may have gotten together and tried to attack her, tried to slander her, okay, but they're not going to win. They tried to cause delays, stagnation in her life. They try to have her feeling stuck, okay? Please give us more clarification. Who is this Empress to pile 3? Who is she to pile 3? Okay, sorry. Who is this Empress to pile 3? Because the reading is about what is pile 3's family secret. So we want to know, who is this Empress here in this reading? Okay, somehow a lot of people were jealous of this Empress. She could be a Libra, okay? But either way, she's a kind woman, very loving, nurturing. Look, 3 of Swords. Okay, so definitely someone is doing this to her because they feel like she broke their heart. Okay, this person may have felt that she cheated on them, for instance. Okay, that may not be the case because she's an Empress. She's in the upright. I don't think that this is a woman who cheats, but it could be that could be how they perceived it. For instance, like, you could have dated this person, right? But when you're dating someone, especially if it's not like serious, maybe you're just getting to know them, you're definitely allowed to be dating other people as well. Dating means getting to know someone, Okay, dating means, going on a few dates, talking, maybe even talking with, but dating means getting to know someone. So you're allowed to date different people until you meet the right match for you, and then you say, okay, I'm gonna choose you. I'm in a relationship with you, right? So maybe you were actually like kind of dating other people at the same time that you were dating this person, and that's why we see here that they did magic to try to block other romantic interests from coming into your life, because maybe they knew that you were dating other people at the same time, which you're allowed to do. If you're not in an exclusive relationship with someone, you're definitely allowed to explore other options until you find the right one. Okay, and also I just want to clarify that dating does not mean that you're sleeping with these guys. Okay, just to make that clear. Okay, so hold on. So yeah, I just feel like this person thought that you broke their heart, and look, they thought that they were giving you karma. I think this Empress is you, okay? They thought that they were giving you karma because, oh, she cheated on me? Oh, well, okay, well, but they're getting it back in return. Look, Justice, you see? Things are going to be made right for you because what this person did was wrong. Okay, you're going to get some good news coming in, some exciting good news. You're no longer going to feel stuck and afraid anymore. In fact, it's going to be this other person that's going to be stuck and afraid because he knows his finances are under attack because he tried to attack your finances. Okay? Yeah, so this Empress is you. And yeah, I don't know what this has to do with your family, Pile 3. I'm really sorry about that, but this is the reading that came out for you. Someone that you used to date. This could even be your baby daddy. I'm not even sure, okay? But it has something to do with family. So, I don't know. This is the reading that came out for you, Pile 3, okay? Somebody tried to attack you. This is someone that was a past romantic interest, and they didn't like how things ended between you guys, so they decided to hurl a bunch of magic towards you. They wanted to ruin you. They wanted to have you living in poverty, and they did this because they wanted you to go running back to them. For them to save you. That's what they wanted. They thought that they wanted you to run back to them so that you could depend on their money and ask them for help and for favors. That's what they did. But you never did. You never did that. You kept your faith going because you're a spiritual woman yourself. You're a divine feminine. You kept your faith going strong, and it's working out for you, okay? Whoever you pray to, whatever God you pray to, they heard your prayer and they're reciprocating, okay? So things are going to open up for you. Things are going to go much better for you. This person didn't succeed in what they tried to do to you, and karma, everything is backfiring on them, okay? All right, so here is where I'm going to leave the reading for you, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know by giving the video a thumbs up. You can also leave a comment as well. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet, please feel free to do so. And when you do subscribe, don't forget to click the bell and then select all so that you'll be notified each and every time I post a new reading, okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me here. I truly appreciate it. I hope to see you again in my next reading, and in the meantime, have a great day. Bye-bye.